Hello, you guys. How is everyone doing? I'm gonna let y'all start getting the notifications, okay? Y'all, it's a cloudy day. I thought that it was getting ready to rain. I had been stretched out, getting ready to get all lazy. I'm gonna tell y'all how my days run together. I was supposed to go out on a case, and my mama was like, "Well, it's some places closed." I was like, really? She said, because for to vote, for people to vote. So, and then it's been cloudy, and I love when it rains so much because I love to hear the rain hit the roof, pecking on the roof. It's just so therapeutic to me. I told y'all I'm weird. And but it has not rained yet. It has not rained yet. And I just been waiting on it, child. I just been waiting on the rain. It has not dropped, not one time. I'm like, Lord, please let it storm tonight so that I can sleep good. Hey, Willie. Hey, Phyllis. How is everybody doing? I know a lot of people had an off day. A lot of people had an off day. Like I told you guys, I'm trying to do at some point I'm gonna start uploading videos because I told you I gotta go into some training. And then once I go into my training, after I finish my training, they're gonna send me on an assignment. So I'm gonna try and oh Lord, these dogs get on my nerve. I'm gonna try and start like doing a lot of pre-recorded shows. I hope that you all will support me because y'all know in the very beginning the types of shows, if you go back and you look at the shows that I was doing on my TV show. In the very beginning, I started out doing cold cases um and I was doing especially missing children, right? Because I always felt like African American children didn't get the coverage in the media. And so I always kind of did because at the time when I started doing them, I was working for the police department. So it was I didn't do a whole lot of cases like other than like the Lorenzen Rights case and maybe a couple others. I kind of outsourced it. I kind of worked on the outside of the Memphis area because I didn't really want too much of a conflict of interest. Ain't nobody going. Yeah, I don't want y'all to go nowhere because I gotta go get training, and this is definitely an opportunity for me. Um, I'm really excited about it. And then, like once I finish my training, like I said, they're gonna send me on an assignment. Do more shows with your camera. Oh, I'm gonna start turning my camera on. I had said I was like, I'm gonna start going over to my studio. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna get somebody to come into my studio to help me to organize my dad's side because every time I start going, my dad has almost been passed away for 2 years. And when I started looking at, my dad bought a lot of yellow pads, right? Because he always wrote an agenda down, like he was very organized. He always had an agenda. And so just looking at his last thoughts, because he would write down his agenda and then he would write down what he was going to talk about when he went on TV. Don't y'all know like the last pad that he had is still sitting on his table. I have not moved the pad and I have not moved the pen with the way that I was like, I just kind of want to leave it like that, like the exact way that he had left it. And it starts to mess with me, like when I get ready to start, like, cause he had bought me like a lot of other stuff because we was doing a radio show from out of my studio, and he had them to come in, and he had some experts from I guess some engineers from the radio station to come in. And because when he started getting sick, he was like, I don't want to go to the radio station. I wish it was some kind of way that we could do the radio show from your studio. So he had to talk to the guy that owned the radio station, had his engineers to come into my studio and stuff, and fix up the computer and to do what was needed for us to be able to do the show from my studio. And so he had bought a lot of stuff. He always overbought stuff. I see why I'm like I am, because I overbuy everything. I was in Ross's yesterday. I don't need no more body wash. But ladies, Ross's got their body wash on sale. They had the grapefruit lemon, and it smells so freaking good. I don't have that scent. Grapefruit lemon together. Body wash, that Dove. Woo! Lord, it smells good. I guess I'm gonna get to use it one day. I gotta use all the rest of it I got. Um, but anyways, when I start uploading my shows and stuff, I want y'all to look at them and support them and share them, because we want to start back getting out there. I was doing some training yesterday about child, on child neglect. I had to do a training. It was online though, on child neglect. It's just, I don't know. I always buy too much. And I was thinking about when I was in Ross's yesterday, I found some cute cups and I was like, I be feeling bad because I always see little cute stuff for women. I was like, I want to do a giveaway, but I know the men aren't going to want these cups, Betty Boo cups. And because I love coffee mugs, like coffee mugs, that's my thing. Little Betty Boo coffee mugs and peppermint coffee mugs. I was like, I don't think the guys would want to drink coffee out of nothing like this. He says, that's how I am, Auntie. I buy too much. I buy a lot of lotions, body wash, bath fizzles, bath bombs. Because I like the spa experience when I'm in the tub. Lotions, child, perfume. I got so much perfume, and I like it, and I ain't being bougie. I like expensive perfume so it could smell good. I don't buy no cheap ass perfume. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about Jay Prince walks through his old hood and throws shots at Whack 100. I was looking at that when he was live yesterday. I was actually looking at it. I had to do some training online because, like I said, they've been preparing me for I gotta yeah. So it says not all expensive perfume good. Well, no, not all, because some of it is strong. I like light scents that I like sweet scents, but I like for them to linger. And all perfume don't go with your body chemistry either. So you have to get, because I remember I used to love to buy Tresor, and I guess my body chemistry changed, because or either they changed the chemistry or whatever they use in the tray so it don't smell the same, so I don't buy it anymore. It don't smell good, and it used to smell really good. You can never need too much body wash or soap. I know, like I overdo it, and then like a lot of the Save a Lots are going, not Save a Lots, a lot of the big lots are going out of business. Like I hate that, because I go and I stock up. Like I can almost cannot put anything else. I got so much washing powder. I buy washing powder, uh, tissue, paper towels. It's all types of shit in there, just stocked up. Oh, and I go crazy buying dish detergent. I probably got 100 bottles of dish detergent. I like Creed cologne and Savage Dior and YSL cologne. Ooh. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about that. Jay Prince was walking through his old hood. Now, I guess when I started to think about what I was, because I was like, I didn't know that Jay Prince and Whack 100 was beefing the other day when I redid the video, because Jay Prince said the people that's lying on him got to reap what they sow. And y'all know I'm sensitive. It kind of made me feel bad, because I was like, well, because I started hearing other bloggers say that them saying that that rumor was put out allegedly by Whack 100, because him and Jay Prince was into it, and and I was like, oh wow, because I did say that I didn't know if it was true, but if I had known that it was casualties of war, I never would have even did a video on it, right? So it kind of made me feel bad because he was like, when the line vloggers, you got to reap what you sow, and child, it just made me feel bad. But he was walking through his hood. So that's why I did a video saying that I heard that it was like a casualty award thing. I don't know, because Whack 100 is funny to me, Um, but I didn't know that he and Whack 100 had such a really big beef. I don't think I knew. I can't remember if I did. And because y'all know I'm forgetful. And it says Whack 100 responds to Jay Prince's cryptic message dissing social media gangsters. Okay. It says Whack 100 has lashed out against Jay Prince in response to the latter mentioning the former during a recent live stream on social media. On Monday, November 4th, the West Coast native took to Instagram and posted a screenshot from Jay Prince's recent Instagram live session, which included a commenter asking Prince why he was mentioning Whack 100 despite claiming to not be worried about him. In the caption of the post, Whack 100 deemed the Rap-A-Lot Records founder a bozo and seemingly alluded to Prince possibly being an informant for law enforcement. He says this bozo at Jay Prince got my name in his mouth but blocks me from commenting. Everybody else can comment, but he took the time to block Whack 100 from comments and said my name so many times. The chat is asking him why he's screaming my name. He added, I have real estate in his mind. The manager continued, seemingly urging his own followers to inquire about Jay Prince's criminal records. Ask him why at Jay Prince has a seal file. Ask him to address that in the hood. He wrote before referencing an alleged encounter between the two in which Jay Prince cowered down. We both know you were nice as F when I caught you. One-on-one, Whack concluded. In this initial live stream, that sparked Whack's retort, Jay Prince called out social media gangsters, claiming that many outspoken figures can't even walk to the store in their own neighborhood by themselves. Ain't a body out here but me, Jay Prince says. Okay, y'all, let's look at this. Let's look at this right here.
Yo. A lot of these social media gangsters can't even walk to the store. You know what I mean? They can't do this. I just want y'all to have a somewhat an example from the live and the Memorex. Ain't nobody out here with me other than me. You know what I mean? Because it's love, respect, and fear. This line shit is in style. You know, it's a hell of a thing about this line thing. It's some in style shit going on today, and I don't tell hello. Yeah, I don't receive it. I don't condone it, and I don't even like the niggas that support it and with it, because I understand what's gonna come with that. You know what I mean? I understand what's gonna come with that, and it's a cold thing. You know, these dudes on social media talking about booty, digging in their booties, and all kinds of shit that I hear. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this going on? You know what I mean? But for each his own, man. I don't condemn a lot of you fakes. You know what I mean? Do what you best at doing, but understand, you know, that post I wrote the other day. The universal laws govern us all, and when I use those words, reaping what you sow, you can guarantee you're gonna reap what you sow.
Okay. Jay Prince was at he says he has a penthouse in the hood, in the Fifth Ward. That's where he grew up at. He says that his cars, I forget what kind of cars they were. They were nice cars. So he says those cars, he leaves them there. And when he comes back, they are exactly how he left them. They were they Bentleys? I don't think they were Bentleys. They were something else. The cars that Jay Prince, So hey, he walked all through the hood for the live was for about 17 minutes. He said, shout out to Houston, love Cloverland. Yeah, the lives were for about 17 minutes. Okay. And like I said, people are saying that he was definitely throwing out shots, and they think him saying, especially putting a lot of emphasis on you will reap what you sow. They said they think something might be up, he might have something planned, maybe for WAC 100. I don't know. I don't even know how that I don't know a lot about that beef. I wonder how it started. Does anybody know how that beef between Jay Prince and WAC 100 started? So of course, y'all saw what I read. WAC 100 says that went on his Instagram and told his followers to go ask Jay Prince why he had records that were sealed. Okay. So it says ain't nobody out in the daytime. They sleep until the nighttime. Teresa, I'm sorry. I'm happy that well, let me ask you, is your husband progressing? They said WAC 100 did a podcast about Takeoff on a live, and so that's how it started. He got mad at WAC 100 for doing a podcast about Takeoff, about the situation. So I'm assuming that he kind of said some disfavorable things about his son, right? I guess that's what got this situation going like that. Anyways, like I said, I was trying to find a video. He walked the whole hood. They said turn the video around. I guess they trying to insinuate that maybe he hold on. I guess they're trying to insinuate maybe he had some people walking with him. I mean, but if he grew up in that hood, they probably not gonna mess with him. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find the whole video. I'm sure you all have seen it. Let's see, Jay Prince. It says, hey, True Aquarius. Yeah, I don't see it. Sit down. Sit. Says still got to be cautious. Is a multimillionaire. Respect people still kill what they respect out of jealousy. That is the God's truth. Woo! Jealousy. I promise you, that jealousy demon is something else. It is. That jealousy demon is something else. These folks go crazy when they get jealous. They lie on you and everything else. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. I wonder, y'all, who has that on their live? Did Alabama Hitter do a live and insert that in his live? Alabama Hitter, either Alabama Hitter, Cypress, or Double Tap. Those three, I don't worry about them striking at me, because I want to pull it up. I'd be scared to pull it up from anybody else's live. Says I saw Maya here in Vancouver, y'all, down there, Black Queen gorgeous. Yeah, got Maya's beautiful. But anyways, y'all, I don't know how this is going to end with Jay Prince and Whack 100. Probably they just probably gonna bicker with each other. I don't believe that it would be conducive to either one of them, because it's not serious enough for one or the other to be, sending hits at each other. I don't really believe that would happen. I don't. If they either one of them did, it would be something wrong with both of them. But Jay Prince is but I definitely think Jay Prince feels that Whack 100 was the one that put that rumor out, because like I said, it was all over the internet and he's taking that personally. You don't see Jay Prince do a whole lot of lives or anything like that. When he does, get on like that, it's definitely because he's wanting to put a message out there to somebody. And it was seeming like that he was putting one out there at Whack 100, okay? Because Whack 100 did answer, okay? He did answer. He came right back, with whatever his rebuttal was as it relates to that. So, hey, that's interesting to me, but hopefully it don't get too far out of hand. As it relates to those two. They ain't got too old to be sending hits. So maybe they're just gonna be bickering with each other until they decide they don't want to do it no more. Oh y'all, it's raining. It finally started raining. Thank the Lord. I love the rain. It's just ain't no way Maya ain't holler at your big toe. Also, you guys, I wanted to talk about does Govan have to tell on Yo Gotti? Now, we know that Govan is going to go to he's got to go to court at the end of the month, right? It is then that we'll see, if he goes to trial. A lot of people have said that they feel like that's it, Tony P. That's the God's truth. I promise. That's exactly what it is. A lot of people feel like, I was looking at a vlog, and it kind of made sense to me yesterday. I was looking at a vlog, and that person made a point about will he tell? I guess a lot of people kind of speculate on if Govan ever even got close enough to Gotti to know anything as it relates to Gotti. I believe that he did. I believe that he was around them quite a bit, you know what I mean? Or long enough, rather. I'll say long enough to probably, because Gotti was not at the point that he is at now. We see that he seems to be at a point now where it would take 5 or 6 people. You would have to go through 5 or 6 people to get to him. But I just got to be honest. It seemed like to me before Young Dolph passed away, it wasn't like that. Hell, Lord, there goes Cypress. That it was not like that, right? So that's why I said that is interesting. Would he have to? Because I don't see where they've dropped any of his charges. Okay, I don't see where any of the charges. I don't see where his attorney has made any motions to get the charges dismissed, or the prosecutors have not came in and says we're gonna change them to lesser charges or anything like that. So I guess we'll see. I don't know. As I've said before, Govan's case is one of those cases where they've been pretty quiet about that case. So I'm speculating, um just like anybody else. Now, when it came to straight drop, now I heard some things about Govan from the inside because I don't get my information off of the street. Okay. But when it came to straight drop, the rain do create. Yes, it do. When it comes to straight drop and Cornelius, okay, I'd heard quite a bit. When it came to Govan, I heard some things too, but um as it relates to how things are gonna go with him, I don't know how things are gonna go. I think that's just something that, because Govan stuff was definitely when he got out, it was sealed and all of that. So that's just something we'll have to wait to see. But now I will give my opinion and say this. Um, I don't think that it would be conducive. Hey, put that down. I don't think it would be good to go to trial for nobody if not with those charges. Not with those charges. I don't think that they would take it to trial. I don't think that they would take it to trial, right? I don't think they would take it to trial if they didn't feel like that they could win. So I think that, like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be some tricks pulled out of the bag. I don't know if when they go to court at the end of the month, they're gonna say they won't less the charges. I just don't. If those charges are not reduced, I don't see why anybody would go to trial with those charges. I can't see why Straight Drop did it. I thought at any point Straight Drop was going to snap out of it. Um and I thought that he would, but he didn't. Dominique Johnson says, I was the only one who didn't speak on groupie stuff. That's what her speak to me. Hey, Miss Goldie. So, but will he have to tell on Yo Gotti? Okay, will he have to tell on Yo Gotti? That's definitely a good question. If he, even though, um, I've always said that, I mean, because when Cornelius came out, he said he played a bigger role in the situation. I'd always said that I felt like, even before everything was made public, that Govan was like the liaison, which is still bad, right? Govan is in his 40s. So there wasn't, hey, that should not have happened. The whole situation, it should not have happened, right? Um, but I never thought when they were saying he was a shooter, when I looked at it, I always knew it was Straight Dropping Cornelius. I always knew that it was Straight Dropping Cornelius. Did I feel like that Govan had paid for the money, paid for the hit out of his pocket? Did I feel like he was the mastermind? No. To me, the definition of a mastermind is the person who conceived the idea in their head and said, I want young Dolph gone, right? They said, I want young Dolph gone. And then what they did was they started putting everything in motion. The mastermind would be the money person, right? So it's really strange to me because I think he still has all of those charges. That mastermind charge, okay, has not been reduced. And so if the state has not backed down and reduced those charges, I mean, that says quite a bit, right? That says a lot. Cypress says that would be Juke. Cypress, I know y'all only wanted to be Juke. It's funny, when Juke was alive, y'all was saying that it wasn't Juke. When Juke was alive, people were saying that it was not him. Like I said, I think that to feel like um that you can put everything on a dead person is really an insult to the government. I don't know why people like to play with the government. It says, Cypress, you still popcorn and Coke ready? Mr. Parker says, I'm blessed and chocolate flavored on this autumn afternoon. Well, Cypress, I don't know if you said, well, maybe you did say Juke. Maybe you did. Maybe you did say Juke. And then you started trying to say Young Dolph was backdoor. Remember you was saying that? You was like, he was backdoor. That it's a back door. You know, you was saying that it's a back door. You was trying to say that paper route had him killed. Child, please. But we'll go back and have to tell on Gotti. That's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see, what happens with that. I'm interested in seeing what goes on with that myself. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what goes on with that. But hey, listen, Govan, and I are around the same damn age. Okay. Now he was a damn fool to be even dealing with guys as young as straight dropping them if he was not mentoring them. Stanley says he going free if he was not mentoring them, okay? But I can't see him taking it to, I mean, he'd be crazy as straight drop to take it to trial. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, he'd be crazy as straight drop to take it to trial. Anyways, you guys, listen, look, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link, or should I? Because my nerves and stuff real bad, and so when I drop the link and people start coming up, I be wanting to keep it on the subject, and then I don't like for folks to be talking over each other at one time. You know what I mean? I'm in a good mood, and I want to stay. I kind of want to stay in the same mood, okay? But when my nerves and stuff get bad, I can't stay in no good mood. Okay. I tell y'all what, I'm gonna put the damn number up. He says, he says it ain't down yet. People plotting, and that's facts. If they have no evidence, wait a minute, Stanley, I miss your comments. He said if they have no he says he's going free if they have no evidence. Dominique said, don't do it. Okay, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Okay, and listen, when y'all call in on the phone lines, let's keep it on the subject. We talking about Jay Prince. Okay, we talking about. He said we talking about Jay Prince and Whack 100, or we're talking about Govan. Will Govan have to tell on Yo Gotti? Okay, will Govan have to tell on Yo Gotti? So I'm getting ready to put the number up, okay? Y'all can call in, but remember now, keep it on the subject. Keep it on the damn subject, okay? I ain't gonna cuss them out. Now, it was almost something before I came on here that almost got my blood pressure up. They know I'm crazy. Now, just let me be, let me be, civilized. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't like it when I feel like men are trying to slick threaten me. That makes me madder than a motherfucker. Okay. That right there sends me into a goddamn rage. Okay. Because one thing about it, everybody on here vlogs. Okay. Everybody on here vlogs. I've gotten sick of these men thinking that they can bully me. That's the reason why I don't really care how I go back at them to get them up off of me. Because to me, I think you got to be a dick in the booty hole to be consistent, and some of them do take go that way. To be consistently messing with women, do not mess with me. Leave me alone. Don't ever think that you could I just don't play those types of games. Okay. Nobody threatened me, but I thought somebody was trying to make me mad. Okay, but now they have before. Stop, shit. Y'all be quiet. J Money says, they need to stop playing gangster. Then when it's time to go to the big house, then they get to singing like Keith Sweat. He says DITBH. Stanley says, I'm wondering what he tell on Gotti if he wasn't around or was they around each other. I don't know, Stanley. I don't know, Stanley. Were they around each other? You tell me. Okay. Were they around each other? Dominique says, them dogs be getting on her nerve. Yeah, the dogs be getting on my nerve too. Y'all call in. Y'all call in. Because y'all know I miss his comments. Y'all call in. Let's talk about this. Okay. Call in. Let's talk about it. Okay, Stanley says he don't think so. Dominic says that yeah. He says he don't think that he was around him. Well, one thing for sure, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, Stanley. And let me just say this, Stanley. Like I said, I don't expect for you to say anything differently about your brother. You know what I mean? I know how people are as it relates to their relatives. I know how get out of there. I know how I am as it relates to my relatives, okay? So I mean, most relatives are going to believe that their relatives are innocent. Okay. And I don't get mad at nobody for feeling that way. Even if do I feel like there's something there? Yeah. I feel like it's something there. Based on what Cornelia said. Cornelia said that, okay? And I know that, you were saying that it's hearsay and all of that. Hey, it could be. It could be. But we'll see, though. We'll see, because if he goes to trial, it's going to all come out in the trial. Okay. Big Pressure says, it don't matter what go in and say, they got to prove it. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all call in, okay? Y'all call in. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all call in. The number is 901-667-0119. And I know folks will say, well, this, and that. But listen, I don't expect, okay, if this is his brother, and he say he is brother, if this is his brother, I don't expect for nobody's brother to say anything different. Hey, this is Tamara. Hello? Oh, okay, they didn't say a word. Stanley, they said they think that you are Stan G. Stanley, they said they think you Stan G. I don't know. He didn't sound like Stan G when he called in. He called in. I don't think it's Stan G. I know Stan G's voice because I've heard it on his vlog many times. Stan G has a distinctive voice. Y'all, come on, call in 901-667-0119. 901-667-0119. Okay. It says Stan G put on his professional voice for you, Miss Tamra. Oh, Stan G be in my chat sometimes. Stan G cool. Stan G cool. I don't have no issues with him. I hope he cool. I hope he is. As far as I know, I ain't got no issues with him. He says Stan G. They said Stan G, the only person that got an interview with him. Yeah, he got an interview with Go Man. He did. He said, cut the phone on. It is on. What's up, Cypress? I answered the phone before and you didn't say nothing.
What's going on, everybody? What's poppin'?
Oh, nothing much. So, what you think about this topic? What you think about Jay Prince and Whack, and what you think about Govan? Will he have to sell on Gotti?
All right, let's get to. Well, Wack and Jay Prince, I'm so sick of these two old niggas. I think the time one of these niggas drop a bag and lace up some boxing gloves. I'm sick of these two old niggas. But as far as the Govan situation, I agree with his brother. I don't think he will. I don't think he know enough on Gotti to tell unless the book told him something. Other than that, I don't think he really got nothing to say on how far he got it.
But now remember, Gotti was still hanging around in the hoods and stuff. I mean, Gotti didn't go up until after Young Dolph passed away. That's weird within itself. It seemed like he started going up after Young Dolph was killed.
Even before Young Dolph ever got into the wrestling, y'all be fucking out of this Young Dolph and paper around Kool-Aid. Y'all gotta stop this shit.
Gotti wasn't up. You know Gotti wasn't at the.
Gotti been blowing out way before Young Dolph even thought about following the beat, microphone, everything. Y'all gotta stop this.
He was out before Young Dolph, but no, he wasn't. He wasn't making no motion like that.
I want you don't need to run a label, so he good. Young Dolph thought about it.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, guys. I'm handling some business. Just give me like 2 more minutes. Yeah, you can reach out to me and I'll get that to you. All right. Thank you. Cypress, you there? Okay, good. I forgot my train of thoughts.
Yeah, yeah, but that was gotta been that nigga, man. Gotta been popular.
You say he what now?
I said, gotta been that nigga. He been popular.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, dog did it bad, but like, dog wasn't love like anything was dead.
No, wait a minute. Doc was love like that. You saw when Doc was taking out how people were standing all outside, like they not everybody from Castelli and Orange Mound was out there.
Yeah, of course they was out there because he was dead.
They was, but they came to see him before they supported him. The man couldn't have made no money if folks weren't supporting him. He wouldn't have been making money off of rap.
I'm not saying he was. I'm not saying people was. I'm saying that nobody had no outpouring love for the man. He was in the damn bar.
Oh, that's a lie. It's a lot of people had a lot of love for Young Dolph. Now you know that. Cypress, now Cypress, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think you get upset because even you have said yourself that Yo Gotti didn't really get the love in North Memphis because people felt like he was selfish.
Well, yeah, he was.
And he didn't get really didn't get no love in South Memphis. I mean, in North Memphis.
No, that's why he started going to the South. And that's the reason why a lot of them niggas started bumping here. That's true. That's facts. Like, I ain't knocking the I'm just saying, though, we ain't gonna overshadow this. Dog came along, like, that was alright in his time, but like, Gotti was that nigga.
Gotti was that nigga.
Yeah, Gotti was that nigga.
But you just, how can he be that nigga though when you just said out of your own mouth that he wasn't even getting supported in his own hood?
I'm saying though, like other places were supporting him. I'm just talking about like far music.
Dolph got the same love. Listen, folks that told so many lies. People sitting up talking about Young Dolph was not gonna get no justice because you know Gotti had the folks wrapped around his finger. I had been trying to, you know, they don't want to listen to, but they listen to me because you know they want to steal all of my good content and stuff because they know I gets the truth, okay? And so they were sitting up talking about when nothing gonna happen to nobody because even saying straight drop them was gonna get off because you know God and them got them folks wrapped up everybody in homicides crooked. I said, I know that's a motherfucking lie. My auntie working down there in homicides, my motherfucking blood auntie, my dad's sister. So I mean she's been promoted now. So I mean I could talk about it. That's Black Girl Magic. She's a fucking major now, okay? All right. So but when they was saying that, I was like, everybody at MPD is that's not true. But I know it makes for good content, right? You know, you get the views and stuff when you say stuff like that. See, YouTube don't pay my bills. So I don't have to get on here and tell no lies. I mean, I have too much other stuff going on to be sitting up telling lies like that, right? Those things that I couldn't, if somebody told me something in confidence, they would go, you know, such and such, well, don't say nothing. I wouldn't say nothing. But I always told y'all that he was going to get justice and he ain't through getting it.
Well, some patrolmen do have to be quicker because they don't make.
Well, right, there is a bad apple. I never said I don't know the patrolmen. When I was working for the police department, all my friends are lieutenants and stuff. Hell, they have been promoted. So these new ones that's coming on, I don't know these new guys like that that's out on the street, not unless they are a field sergeant or something. I might know them. But any patrolman, I don't really know these new patrolmen because they're new. I don't mean no harm, but I think that they've had to drop the criteria quite a bit to try to get bodies, and they're not. And I think it's like universal as it relates to a lot of police department. They're not a lot of what they're getting now. Hey, don't have the same substance. You know what I mean? That a lot of the other ones had.
Yeah, as long as you can run, jump, do jump jacks, do push-ups, you can be MTV.
I think they need to take the criteria back up to you need to have so many, almost have your degree, so many hours of college and stuff, and not just stop just letting people come on with just a high school diploma. Once you start doing that, you start getting people that at least is working at the goal, you know what I mean? And not just decide, oh, okay, well, I just need a job. I just graduated. I guess I'll go to MPD, snot and shit, boogers and shit running all out their nose, pants and shit all off their ass. So you don't get stuff like that. And I know people don't like to hear me talk good about the police, but I worked for the police department forever. It paid the sister bills, okay? And I had the opportunity to see, not just my auntie, you know, but I'm talking about my aunties, two of them. But I was able to authentically have friendships. You can't work somewhere for as many years, for almost 20 years, and still be working in that field and not authentically have friends that are genuinely good people. That's why I say the police officers that do bad things make the ones that genuinely get into it to protect and serve look bad. Okay. So that's why when folks be wanting me to you ain't gonna say nothing bad about the police. No, I say something bad about the ones that do bad. But if you think I'm a group all of them together, kiss my ass. Hell no.
Man, you know you got you supposed to group all of them.
I ain't grouping up. Hey, get around here. I don't trust you. When he making all them noises, I'm scared he be humping on her. You know, when I had when I was keeping my sister dog, I heard something when I had her little Yorkie. That's how my Yorkie got pregnant. I was up here doing something on the computer, and he sounded like a man. Oh, he was going to town. And I was like, what is that? Because I finally started paying attention. I mean, he was going to like a damn man. And I got up and I said, oh my God. Ah! And they was locked up at that time. I said, oh Lord.
Once they were locked up,
yeah, my cousin, because my mama was like, wait a minute, let me call Andre. I said, oh my God, they Buddhists, they butt to butt, something going on. And so when my cousin said, well, don't I said he said, don't try to snatch them apart because but one thing for sure, she pregnant for sure, and she was.
Oh man.
So I have to, so that seed come from him. So I got the puppies. So one of them, the little quiet one that I kept because he was so timid and quiet, he horny just like his daddy. So I had to watch him. He a little horny little something. Anyways, you guys, back to this topic. I'm sorry when y'all hear me hollering at the dogs. It's because I have to. When he get out of sight and she ain't in sight, I get scared because I know he trying to hump. I go get him neutered next week, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get no little retarded puppies around here because they say brothers and sisters have retarded puppies. Okay. Anyways, y'all. Let's get on back to Gotti.
Let's go.
He said he got it honestly. Yeah, he got it honestly. I said I kept him. I sold the other ones because they was bad and he was timid and scared. I said, how I get to keep the damn little horny one?
Yeah, the quiet one is the thing.
They said Glorilla is pregnant. Y'all think it's Gotti's baby? Is she pregnant for real?
I don't know. I think it might be the community baby.
You can't say that. Don't say that. You don't know if that girl messing around with everybody.
I don't think he knows too much on God. I think it's I don't think he knows too much on God.
But he was around the camp for a long time.
Yeah, but what about it around?
Edward said we gonna see when the head pop out if it's God's baby. Yeah, we're gonna be able to know by their head. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I don't think he got it, baby.
They said Jay Jizzle. They said Jay Jizzle done struck again. Who is Jay Jizzle? Who is Jay Jizzle? Jay Fizzle? You talking about Jay Fizzle? This is Cypress. I have a question. I want to ask you what everything that's happening with a lot of rappers and entertainment folks. You still think Gotti wasn't aware? You think Gotti wasn't aware?
Think Gotti wasn't aware about what was gonna happen to dog?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he knew. I think a lot of people knew. They don't say that. But I think he was like, look, man, don't let the shit lead back to me.
Well, then that means he knew. And he encouraged it.
I ain't gonna say he encouraged it, man. If you want to say he knew, I agree with that. I never say he encouraged it.
Mm-hmm.
You won't hear me say that, just like we won't hear you say nothing bad about paper route. So therefore,
listen. I ain't seen nothing. The only thing I seen Paper Route do is try to make their money and try to pick up the pieces and make Young Dolph and carry on his legacy. What's wrong with that? They mad at the boys. Listen, they wanted the label to be defunct. They wanted the label to completely crumble and fail. Okay.
I mean, it ain't gonna crumble. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright, but I think God ain't gonna get the wrongful death suit, and I think this is gonna be over with. As it should be.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But, you know, who knows? Only the feds know that, but I hope my nigga don't get caught up in this, truthfully. If I gotta be honest about it.
Well, it started with him.
Then I think he had an idea that was gonna come. Eventually, everybody did. But I think now, was he ever gonna try to stop it? No, because it wasn't his business.
Mm-hmm. It was his business. The beef was directly related to him.
Yeah, I understand. Dog was throwing shots to build up his
that wasn't throwing shots. Listen, Dog wouldn't have had to throw shots at him to build up his music if he had stopped trying to block the man. So I would have did the same thing. If you think you're gonna block me and not organically let me put my music out, because Dog was calling Gotti, the OG, calling him Big Dog and all of that. Dolph didn't have no issues with Gotti. He was showing the man mad respect. So if you gonna go behind my back and try and block me, then I would have did the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put it out and let everybody know. Hell, Dolph, let me tell you something. Dolph is a Leo like me, borderline crazy. Okay, it's some things that people do that will send me over the edge. I don't like folks allowing me. It sends me into a trance. And I don't like for people to mess with me. Okay, I becomes crazy because I don't bother nobody.
Well, Dog could easily solve that. I mean, he gets money. So.
How he gonna get money if God and them constantly trying to block him?
Listen, he can spend some money to get around that blackball because niggas ain't gonna turn down no dollar.
He said, Hot Boy said, because he was hanging out with Gucci Mane and they was beefing. So Gotti got mad at Dolph for hanging out with Gucci Mane and he was beefing with Gucci Mane. So he felt like Gotti was he felt like Dolph wasn't supposed to hang out with Gucci because he was beefing with him.
Well, you know, and then on top of that, he's dissing Gotti. But yeah, I mean, like, I get it, man. He used the man name to pump up people, which is cool. Everybody do it. Everybody do it. I ain't nothing, but hey, man, listen. You can focus on getting the money, but you gotta want to live to spend the money.
They said so. Y'all completely try to omit. They said Gucci was taking Dolph everywhere. Look at the old and so Gucci had a lot of popularity. So that's really what was helping Dolph, being around Gucci Mane and stuff, and you know, paying a lot of rappers at the time. You know, that was relevant. He was paying them. He had the money. Look, sit y'all asses down somewhere before you upset me. Sit down. And I mean it. Sit your butt down and don't move either. So listen. So Doc was paying all these people to be on his album. That is what was happening to make him relevant.
I get it. I mean, the man did his thing in his time. He did his thing for the city, for the people all over. Well, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, it's cool to focus on the money, but you better have you some hitters on your team while you give me money. If you want to.
Wait, where's obvious Gotti didn't have no damn hitters, because if Cornelius and Straight Drop was a hitter, that's they might as well have came over here and got one of my damn little puppies to do it.
Sure. Yeah, I think that was a bad job. Bad idea, bad job. But I think if they would have knocked his niggas down.
Why you say knock Cornelius down and not knock Straight Drop down?
Cause look at the result. That nigga got on the fan. I don't know what they gave that nigga some Taco Bell, some
Lord have mercy. Cypress evil.
No, Cypress telling you the truth. What they about to do, knock him down, get the money, and y'all go y'all way. And y'all, who else gonna kill it?
They said a junkie and a flunky. Lord have mercy, that's true. A junkie and a flunky. They should have, but listen, they messed up when they didn't pay Cornelius, didn't it?
No, they messed up by keeping that nigga alive.
No, they messed up when they killed Dog, because they should have left him alone.
I kind of agree with that, but
no, they should have left that man alone. They ain't have no business killing that man.
The man, they should have took Cornelius clean out of they were gonna do it. You gotta think about the logic of it. Them niggas end up splitting the money anyway and gave this nigga $800. I ain't even want to kill him and
Lord have mercy. He said they were supposed to get cornbread out of here. No, listen. First of all, what they should have did was they never should have put a hit on that man's head. And not only did they have a hit on his head, they had a hit on all his artists.
Well, yeah, them niggas want some money for real, but you want to go pay them niggas. They gotta go kill them.
Listen, I don't really think he had. After they did it, for some reason, I don't know. I believe that he had intentions on shysting them.
Yeah. And they were gonna have to go and knock the man potatoes up out of his big ass.
Out of who?
Big dude, if they smart, cause he wasn't gonna pay him.
So let me ask you something. Who you think knocked Big Jug down?
That's a touchy one there. He pretty much told you who knocked him down.
I don't know. Who you think it was?
I don't know. Oh Lord. I don't know. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it's closer than what we think. And I'm just gonna leave it in a minute. Yeah, that's yeah, I wish they wouldn't have never killed him, but my whole thing is y'all were gonna do it. Get the junkie out of here. Cause y'all kill them, splitting the money down the middle and getting my $8 out of here.
But you know what? It was gonna work out like that because they was never intending on everything that they did was wrong. Everything that they did was wrong. They never should have plotted to take that man up out of here. They was all wrong for their participation. And you have to read what you saw.
Yeah. And then who keeps the car, man? You find that motherfucker. Why are you keeping the car? What?
And Rose says, I heard it was 2 unalivings that happened at Privé, supposedly when Juke instigated. That's the rumor.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that. We actually told this story before. You know, y'all go back and visit some of these old lives. We told the story on there before. Yeah. You heard that news?
They said ain't no way Dolph saw that coming for him to be that. Yeah. I don't think they had been beefing in a while. I think Dolph felt like he wasn't involved in no beefs or anything like that. Not knowing that they had been consistently plotting. Well, they no. So no, they had an urgency. They started plotting. They had consistently been trying. They had a pattern of trying to take him out. But you know, for them to sit down at a round table, have meetings, and decide the year 2021 that he had to go. A lot of people think it was that disc record. No, it wasn't. That disc record came out in like 2017.
But a lot of things he said in that disc record, and I watched the video. I think a lot of things he said led to them want to get him out of there.
What's up, the hitter?
Shout out to Alabama.
Hitter, do you got that video on your channel where Jay Prince was walking through his hood? Did you put that up on your channel?
He walking through his hood.
They said, I know who down his brother. I don't know who down his brother. I'm interested in knowing. Listen, hey, like I said, the rumor was that the people came in from out of Houston. Now, I don't know, though.
Might have been some connection to Houston, but, you know.
I wonder if Double Tap got. Did you put Jay Prince walking through his hood up on your channel, Cypress? I wonder if Double Tap got it on his channel.
I don't know.
Because anybody else's channel, they'll be trying to strike at me.
I ain't seen Double Tap popping out of the minute.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think no, I think gotta go get them off for death suit. I think that's gonna
and that ain't all he gonna get.
I think he gonna get like $100 lawsuit off for death suit. And I think that's gonna be the end of it. Unless Goldman and the spray prop said, look, we had no connection to him. The nigga said, woo. outside of that, but I don't think nobody can be able to tell it. Nobody but Quit or Drop.
I think Quit was around them longer than Drop was.
Well, I think he was around Drip, man. I don't think he probably had no direct stuff from Gotti. It's probably like third party, like from Drip to Quit. Like
you already know that money to pay for the hit came from Gotti. You know that.
I don't know that.
It didn't come from Juke.
How you know that?
Juke, well, I don't think Juke had the money.
And Juke ain't broke. Juke wasn't broke. Juke had a month away from the Gotti.
Well, if people in that lifestyle, they get money, they get lots of money, and then they lose it. If he had that much money, why was he having Dolph to help him?
Hey man, it wasn't financial reason he had Dolph there.
Why would somebody else? Why would somebody? It had to have been financial reasons.
No, it wasn't that. I can't speak on her, but it was something else. But yeah, I can't talk about it.
I'm telling you, the Black Barbie sure is.
It was something else. I mean, he had some. Well, let me straighten out. He had some financial benefits that came with it, but it was on some other stuff.
On Cypress, you full of shit.
Well, it did have some financial benefits. You know, it did have some financial benefits come with it, but yeah, that way. But yeah, I don't think. So when Cornelius go to court next week?
Cornelius go to court next week for his sentencing. You think she gonna throw? You think she gonna throw the book at him?
Yep. The way he shot that Draco. Yeah, she's throwing the book at him. I'm keep it real, y'all. I don't think he's gonna live long.
Why? Why you don't think that? He's lived so far. They said if you survive the first 60 days in jail, you'll survive.
I don't see that. Might be right. But I'm
gonna tell you something. I want to show y'all something. Cause see, this thing gonna be interesting when Govan go to court, and I'm sure they're gonna televise that too. And I want to see too. Let's see. Y'all, they said see murder continuing to crash out. I hate that they got that innocent man in jail. See, murder is innocent. Hold on, y'all.
Man, look. I feel sorry for people murder, but let's go.
You say you feel sorry for him, but what now?
But then again, I don't. Come on, you got money. Get out of New Orleans. You got money and you still try to have a crib in the hood.
You know what? I think it was at this point, and I think this is why the judge really threw the book at straight drop, because you could see at this point right here, because he still was trying to play bad, that he really didn't have no remorse.
Right here.
Look at him, a handsome young man, just ruined his life. Now watch his face.
So, Mr. Johnson, you understand that we're at the part of the trial now where you have a right to testify or not testify on your own behalf.
Yes, sir.
And you and I have discussed this at length, have we not?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that you have the right to testify on your own behalf.
Right. Yes, sir.
And no one can take that away from you. You understand that? You also have a right to not testify. And if you don't want to testify, the judge is going to instruct the jury they can't hold that against you. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have you thought about it extensively?
Yes, sir.
We've had several discussions, have we not?
Yes, sir.
And after considering all of that, what do you wish to do?
Not testify.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Johnson, how old are you?
26 years old.
How long has Mr. Evans been in your family?
About 2 years.
About 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
And he's gone over with you all those things he just talked about.
Yes, ma'am.
About you testifying,
Yes, ma'am.
the pros, in the con, the good and the bad. Y'all talked about all of those things.
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand those things. What's your highest education level you go?
High school.
You graduated from high
Yes,
school.
ma'am.
Do you have any questions for him,
I ain't gonna do.
for your attorney,
All right.
about this process,
I'm
about
right.
you testifying?
I'm right.
You make that comment.
Yeah, I think it was at that point. You have to understand the demeanor of people. They pay close attention to that. You could tell that he didn't have like any remorse or anything like that. He didn't have no remorse at all. But Cypress, I'm getting ready to show you something because see, this right here is how I'm telling you. This is how I know your boy finished. Hold on. What's up, Stan G?
If you with my children mother or whatever.
They get your phone from your children's mother,
Yes, sir.
so you didn't throw it away like Govan told you to.
Nah, I ain't threw it away. I gave it to her. Oh,
Now, when the police first arrest you, I mean at the very start, do you say, "Hey, I want to tell you the truth about this whole thing"?
nah. I ain't never did it.
Okay. Did they interview you right after they arrested you?
Yeah, they interviewed me in Mississippi.
Or older than you?
Older.
What neighborhood does he hang out in?
Orange Mountain.
Does he live over there?
Yes, sir, he did.
Do you know what street his house is on?
Oh, Bradley.
Are you familiar with that street?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever buy drugs from Mr. Govan?
Yes, I brought ecstasy.
Okay, would he sell you ecstasy pills? You ever heard the term like old head?
Nah,
Okay. Would you consider him sort of a older criminal figure in the neighborhood?
yeah, I call him like a bro.
Okay. Did you have another guy in that neighborhood you used to hang out with too?
Yeah, Big Bobby.
Big Bobby. Is that Bobby Carter?
Bobby Carter, yes, sir.
How often would you be over there on Bradley Street?
I don't know, that's just about every day.
Okay. So this was a hangout area? Okay. Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we had been talking about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah, we
Did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
He had pulled up to get me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
I was Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like
He
this?
had called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back. I answered. He was telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
I want y'all to hear something that he
You already
said.
knew what was going on. You already knew that this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing the turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular day before?
Like, nah, not the specific day. Like, we just knew that it was turkey drive on every day that week.
Okay. You knew that the fair said you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we didn't know we were gonna catch him, but we knew he did his artists. Everybody had a hit on it. Everybody had a price on it.
From Joe?
Yeah, from Joe.
And that was going to be y'all's business this week.
Yeah, that was our evening.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
Oh, white Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
Did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I got him.
Was there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Justin.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat in the back.
Crazy U-turn or anything, or what y'all do?
Nah, we came with the back street.
Okay. Following the clickers is what y'all did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to the light, made the loop around.
Did you see him get out of his car like this?
Nah, I ain't seen him get out the car.
Okay.
God.
Looking backwards?
Yeah, I was looking back, but we had, like, how we were driving, like, how he was driving, he was all the way on the other side, but I didn't even say it then.
All right, so when you got in the Benz from your house, did you have your phone with you?
Yeah, I had my stuff, so she gave me some peroxide and stuff, put on my shoulder. Because, I thought, if the car was going to be out the way, stuff like that, like, I won't worry about none of you. I ain't going to even lie to you.
This was a car that wasn't connected to you.
Nah, one car that
Y'all wore gloves.
Yeah, we had them gloves.
The guns were gone.
Right.
This happened really fast.
Yeah.
In and out.
Ain't nobody expecting to be me, so.
Ain't nobody
with them.
expecting it to be you. Is that what you said?
I wasn't beefing with them.
And that's true. You didn't have a beef with Dolph, did you?
I ain't even know Dolph. I ain't even that. I ain't had no beef with nobody.
Never met him a day in your life.
Never met him a day in my life. I just wanted to know.
And we can call what y'all did here whatever we want to call it, but you're not a professional hitman or anything, are you?
Nah, I ain't nothing to eat.
But y'all got offered money.
Yeah, offered money.
By somebody more powerful than y'all.
Yeah.
$40,000 is a lot of money to you.
At the time it was. It ain't. But at the time, it was. My condition, it was.
In 2021, when you were on the streets, ecstasy, oxycodone, your son had died some months before. $40,000 was a lot of money to you.
It was at the time.
Even to do this bad thing.
Yeah, at the time it was.
After we go our separate ways, do you stay in touch? Do
you? I can't go through the whole thing, but I wanted y'all to see where he was talking about. I think he should get more time than OTM says he thinks he should get more time than straight drop. Yeah, he was actually the one that actually incapacitated, killed him. He did. I was trying to find the part where when Hagerman get down. When Hagerman was talking to him, he asked him about he says you were supposed to get $40,000 and Mr. Johnson was supposed to get $40,000 and a record deal. He said, yeah, from Gotti them. Gotti and Juke them. So Cornelius basically said it, okay? He said that, I know y'all don't want to go through the trial again, child, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all know, listen, I've gone back and I've listened to it a few times. Each and every time I go back and I listen to it, I hear something else. You know what I mean? he basically put a lot of nuggets out there into the atmosphere. If you listen to him, if you believe him, and I think in order for them to have put him on the stand, you did not see the defense really. He couldn't attack him, right? He didn't really attack him. He didn't bring anybody up there to talk about Cornelius's character, nothing, right? I told y'all from the beginning that I mean, he didn't bring Stan G says he on the pictures with Dolph. Who's on the pictures with Dolph? Is he talking about who Stan G talk about? Are you talking about Cornelius?
He's talking about Rob, probably.
Oh, he talking about Straight Drop when he was on the picture with Young Dolph. That's on the internet.
A dollar performing a straight ball looking down like he looked like a snake. Yeah, you know, he's like, he was being so much that he don't even care. He's like, okay, you didn't want to do it.
They say he testified and gave the people clarity, right? Because listen, I don't think they wanted to open up that can of worms. And Cornelius, you could tell he has not been on the stand like that before. Get off of her. He hasn't been on the stand like that. So whenever he got ready to mention Gotti's name, as I was saying before, they would redirect him in another direction, because I don't think they wanted him to put too much out there too quick. Even when he started to mention, he brought up somebody else's name, if I'm not mistaken. I forget who. But the reasons I feel like they was redirecting him in another direction is because there's a bigger situation going on, right? That the state is not handling. So they didn't want to deal with that in that court. Okay.
All right.
I don't be trying to toot my own horns, but I ain't never too far off. But toot.
Hey, man. It sound good. Sound really good.
That's what you were saying before. It sound good, and it sound good, and it was good information.
One of them man walk away and never get charged at all. You know, wrongful death. Y'all feel like the man.
Well, yeah, you know, because often there are a lot of people that have something to do with something, and they may not go to jail. Okay, they may not go to jail. A lot of people felt like O.J. Simpson got away with murder, but he didn't get away with it. He actually didn't do it. O.J. Simpson didn't kill his wife. I know that's not popular opinion, but he didn't do it. But there are a lot of people that's involved in stuff, and sometimes they may not get punished for that particular crime, but they sure get punished on down the line. They don't get away because their God get back ain't nothing nice.
Yeah, I think the city is this, but I don't know. I hope my nigga don't get down. I just think it should be a wrongful death too, and people should go by their way.
Now, people can't just go about their way because they took a human life. They plotted and they took a human life, and it's nothing right about what they did to that man.
I mean, people get killed every day. I get it.
Rainbow. Yeah, that's my puppy name, Rainbow, the girl.
How y'all ain't letting damn dog Rainbow?
That's her name, Rainbow.
You know, sitting out the backyard and some rainbows in the sky.
But remember when my puppy was pregnant, I was asking people for names. And Rainbow was one of the names that I liked. Rainbow.
Yeah. Sounds good. Is all of them bad?
Every one of them. They getting on my nerves. Let's see. Hot Boy says he let us know Govan been working. Dominique says OJ took out his wife, just a stupid prosecutor. No, OJ didn't kill his wife. I I know that case inside out. I promise you, like it was a lot of things that they did that was not right. We're gonna talk about that another time. The OJ and OJ went to jail and they gave him something that gave him cancer because I believe that's what they did, and they took him on up out of here. Dominic says, so when they kill Gotti, Cypress, you ain't gonna feel no way. You heard what Dominic said.
Nah, Dominic just, I don't know. We're gonna pray for you. Nah, man, the KO gonna be all right, man.
Edward says, what's Govan's badge number, anybody?
All right, man.
They said too much evidence. It's gonna be interesting to see. Like I said, Govan's cases they've been very, very quiet about. I ain't really been able to get a whole lot of information since he's been out. Okay, so it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm gonna tell you something. Whatever happens with Govan when he goes to court at the end of the month is gonna set the tone for the rest of them. I think that's why people are so interested.
Right, and people showing up and they're interested.
No, OJ didn't kill his wife. I don't lie on folks now. If I had felt like OJ killed his wife, I would have said, see, people didn't look at the trial like I did. I was in junior high school. I was looking at that trial that's when we had VCRs. I would record. I would go in the library during lunch and look at the trial. I know for they planted evidence on that man.
Hey, Tamara, but tell us who killed Nicole. You like white women?
You said who took out Nicole?
Yeah, you finna go.
Now y'all wanna know the truth about what happened to her?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to tell y'all right now what happened to Nicole. This is the God's truth. I know this for a fact. What happened to Nicole was having an affair with with Robert Kardashian Sr. He ended up falling, and he was sleeping with Nicole behind OJ's back. He ended up falling in love with Nicole. He hired a guy to follow Nicole. He was not a private investigator. It was like a street guy, like a drug dealer. So he hired this guy he paid him $5,000 to follow Nicole. That's how he was able to find out that Nicole was messing with that guy Marcus. She was messing around with his friend Marcus. He was a football player. I cannot think of his name. Marcus Allen. She was sleeping around with him behind his back. So the guy was like, he could tell that Kardashian was upset about that because he was in love with Nicole, right? So he said that Kardashian had told him that he was actually hiring him for Nicole. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'm getting ready to tell y'all. Here's the thing about that. OJ Simpson never said what really happened to Nicole, even though he was not involved, because Nicole, when they was going through that divorce, she decided she was going to play dirty. OJ and them was tied up in some shady dealings, right? They was tied up in some shady dealings. And in order for him to really exonerate himself, he would have had to tell the truth about everything that they was into. That's what she was holding over his head. Kardashian told the guy that was following Nicole that they was following because she was running her mouth about that. They had some dealings going on with the Russian mob. Okay, well, they had some police officers. The first set of police officers before Mark Furman, or investigators before Mark Furman and them was ever even assigned to the case. The first set of investigators that was on that case, they went to the jail and interviewed that man because Kardashian had hired that man 6 months before Nicole was actually killed. They went to the jail and interviewed that man. Marsha Clark, the DA, and Chris Darden, that's why his old black ass had a nervous breakdown. Marsha Clark knew that this was the opportunity for her to come up because she couldn't even hardly pay. Her roof and shit was leaking. She wasn't making no money being a LA district attorney. So That's not. They said Marsha Clark said, and you got the retired LAPD officers that was investigators that was on the case that attest to this. They are now, some of them, they went into private investigative work, says that Marsha Clark said that is not the direction that the DA wanted to go into. They took those investigators off the case and put Mark Furman on the case. They set OJ up. I'm telling you, they did it. I wouldn't lie on him. I wouldn't lie. If I felt like OJ had did that to that woman, as much as I was obsessed with that trial, and I don't even know why I was so obsessed with it. If I had felt like he did that to that lady, I would have been the first to say OJ should have gone to jail. But they set him up. And look at what happened to Rob Kardashian. It bothered him so much. If you ever look at, that's why I was showing y'all the video, right? Robert Kardashian had retired his law licenses. He went and he was sitting he renewed his law licenses and was sitting, even though he just sitting there in the trial next to OJ because he wanted to know everything that was going on. He thought that OJ would be convicted. Y'all remember the look on his face when they said not guilty? After that, he got cancer, died. His family just blew up out of nowhere. His daughters, from being whores, they ruined a whole culture. They helped to usher in really the whole culture. Hell.
Shout out to the whole culture.
They said bro got a 1-800 informant now. But y'all, everything about that case, I'm telling y'all now, that's one of those cases that I know what I know. He didn't do it.
And all of them did. Rob Kardashian, OJ, and that's whole blood.
That's how I know C Murder didn't do what they said he did. C Murder didn't do that.
C Murder ain't never getting out. C Murder stupid. You got money.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. I think C Murder will get out. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm getting ready to go into some. Okay, so anyways, there's this investigator that I know that ended up, somebody had connected us, and he was like, I got some work, and he do a lot of federal work. And so he was like, I got some work. I do a lot of work for the feds or whatever. And we need a female black for these particular cases. And you was recommended. I was like, okay, contract me. They pay good money. Okay. And so anyways, we met at a coffee shop and we was talking. He was telling me about his background. And so he was like, yeah, I work on the Innocence. I'm the investigator on the Innocence Project. He was telling me the chapter in Mississippi. I was like, wow. He was like, yeah. He was like, he was like, I work with different chapters around the South, really. He was like, right now we're working on this man. We just got help to get this man exonerated that has done 31 years and he was innocent. And the first thing that came to my mind was, I was like, there's a case from out of Louisiana, because I promise you, I feel C Murder is innocent. Just like I stayed on Mac's case, like I went and got Leslie Ballin and Joe Brown and brought them on my show. And because Mac was innocent, right? And so I was like, there's this case down in Louisiana that I've looked into how that sheriff was he was crooked. He dead. He rotten, dead and rotten now. Been dead. Should have been dead before he died. And so, they wanted C Murder. They had been telling him that they was going to get him, right? And if from what I can see, the root of the problem was they really wanted to extort Master P, right? That's what they really wanted to do. So if they couldn't extort him, because he got smart and left Louisiana, moved to California. If they couldn't extort him, they started, we'll take all his top rappers and do, because Mac's mother told me that they try to extort Master P for Mac. I'm telling you, she said that in that parish that he was arrested in. So it goes deeper than what people know. And so I know a lot of people go, well, it's C Murder. If he wasn't a celebrity, I said, let me tell you something. It's a lot of men that are but anyways, I ended up telling him about that because he got connections like all out through the South. I was like, if you would please just kind of look at that case. I remember when Mac was in jail, when I had reached out to Leslie Ballin and to Joe Brown before they came on my show, I said, could you please look at it? Y'all can go back and look at that case. He said, I read the statements, I read everything. They called and did research. Okay, he said he said the person that came forward, which was Mac's security guard, and said I was the one that shot the guy. He said it was credible. He said, how can you convict the man and say he shot and killed the man when he on stage rapping? He said that it's not right. It's not right. And they got 21 years of that man's life for something they know he didn't do. And they doing the same thing to C Murder. There was somebody that came forward that said that they got mad at C Murder because he wouldn't tell. He wouldn't tell on the guys that was with him. He was the one with the money. His brother, they've drained all of his resources. His brother now has money. So as long as they got C Murder in jail, they can keep pumping money into the Louisiana criminal system and the penal facilities. He got a multi-millionaire brother. So I asked that guy, I said, if you would just look at that for me, if you would just look, you don't have to just deeply look into it. If you would just scratch the surface, because this is what he does.
If he ever get out, which I don't believe he will.
I believe he will.
If he ever get out, he got to get out of New Orleans and stay with him. You can't say, ain't no way I'm thinking about niggas. I don't give a damn.
Listen, the DA and the sheriff that in that little town, that little parish that Mac was in, I think the DA is ended up going years later, ended up being indicted. Can you imagine how many men that he put in jail? Because I think he and the sheriff and one of the bondsmen down there were all brothers or something. So they were trying to extort.
Right.
Anyways, child. You said what now? If C Murder ever comes home, what he needs to do is sue the state of Louisiana. But what's going to happen is once it's going to take the right person. First of all, it's going to take the right politician. The people are going to have to get together and put in a politician. That's why I say you have to vet. See, people don't be wanting to hear me say this. You have to vet politicians. You have to tell them this is what we want. Look, it's a lot of innocent men in our criminal justice system. First of all, Louisiana still got those old French laws. So regardless to what, if a person is convicted in the state of Louisiana, they say it can never be overturned. But we see now that's a lie, because wasn't Gangster convicted in the state of Louisiana? Was he pardoned? Was his conviction? What happened with Gangster? Because he ended up getting out.
Oh, he snitched on all the dead niggas. That's what happened with Gangster. He told on all the dead niggas.
Well, he ended, but my point is he ended up getting out. Right. They do. Those are the types of laws that they got.
Don't get me started today.
Okay, so I believe that C Murder will get out, but it's going to take the right type of politician. I don't know. I think it would have to be the governor that pardons him at this point, I think, because I think he's exhausted all of his appeals. Some good investigators, some good lawyers. I think that C Murder and them should go on the outside of Louisiana and get lawyers that has licensed to practice in the state of Louisiana, but does not live in the state of Louisiana, because those lawyers will be in bed with the judges, because when they go to trial, they don't want the judges to give them a hard time. They want to win their damn cases. So they will sell you out. So when you have cases like C Murders, it's good to go and get a lawyer that has a license to practice in Louisiana, but does not actually live in Louisiana.
I'm going to pay the money.
His brother can pay the money. I think C Murder's still talented enough to put out some music where it'll sell. The people need to support him so he can pay his lawyer fees.
I think she'll pay for it. She ain't gonna do it.
I think Pete loves his brother. I think they both bullheaded where they butt heads a lot, but I think he loves his brother.
He couldn't spend no more money on him. He got to say that.
I believe he would. If he felt like his brother could go free, I think he would spend money on him.
I got it. I seriously love it. I mean, told him to stay in the house with him. He just wanted that.
Hot Boy 23 says he's from there. You're from New Orleans. It says Free C. Yeah, Free C murder.
Yeah, Free C murder. His ass too.
Well, no, I think C murder's gonna get out, but they've taken a lot of years from that man, and for a crime that hey, get over here. For a crime that they know he didn't commit that crime. Now he might be guilty by association, but I mean, listen, let's just say this. Okay, let's just say the family is upset that C Murder didn't say anything. Hell, they wouldn't have been, and I'm not trying to reduce like how the family is supposed to feel. Okay, so don't ever think that. But let me just say this: if he had just been in a regular old blowjob, would the family have been going hard like this? I mean, would they have been saying, well, he should stay in jail? Okay, so see, Murder has been in jail over 20 years. I think 20 years is enough damn time for anybody that didn't commit a crime. It's too much. If you say he should pay for not saying anything because he wanted to protect his friends, he done been in jail 20 years. That's long enough. He has paid his retribution.
I think they should free him, but they ain't. They ain't from the prison. He should have stayed in black ass out of Louisiana.
Yeah, he says they have a board, but it's going to take money and political connects. Absolutely. He says, at Stanley, do you know what side Stanley, do you know that side of your brother about the drugs and all of that? Stanley, they said, do you know that side of your brother? Cornelia says that your brother was his drug dealer. Hot Boy 23 says it's not about the lawyer, it's about he good relationship your lawyer had with the system. Well, that's true. At this point, I don't think it would be. I think he needs to go outside of the state of Louisiana to get or get a lawyer in Louisiana that's not from out of New Orleans.
That's gonna be if that's gonna cost some money.
It's gonna definitely cost money. You said what now? He said he won't. You think? I don't think Silk the Shocker got the money that Master P got.
No, he ain't got the money that Master P got, but I'm not sure you. There's some money to him, bro. P ain't gonna say he wants to take more money. He just have to learn how to say no. On it. Man, cause he keep calling asking him for money. Yeah, that includes his family, especially his brother.
Get over here.
I'm like, you rich, man. Why go back there? You don't go back when you rich.
But here's the thing, though. Just because a person gets rich, I mean, I could see him moving to Metairie or whatever, Baton Rouge or whatever. And which I think he did have a house outside of the hood, but a person shouldn't be forced to leave their state just because the system is crooked. What should happen is people should get together and see, okay, if it happens to a C Murder or whatever, I mean, it ain't nothing about them doing it to us. People should come together on one accord and start overthrowing that system if they can.
Yeah.
But they got, but I think that C Murder represents so many other innocent men that are in jail. Don't you know, if this can happen, if C Murder, what happened to C Murder, he can get some justice, it could be overturned. That gives hope to a lot of the other men that they have wrongly convicted down there in the system, and really all over the world, because there are a lot of wrongly, everybody that's in jail is not guilty.
Right. You right. Well, yeah, I hope he can get out. I just don't see nobody spending no money for it. That was it. Maybe somebody have hard.
TB21 says, as Stanley, in my opinion, you was talking in circles yesterday, and that's understandable because that's your brother. I don't have no more questions for you. Hotboy23 says, get a lawyer that is related to the DA and you got action. They will split the money under the. Listen, get you a lawyer that's in good with the governor and the DA. The governor and the DA.
I would love to have a brother like Stanley Govan. He ain't gonna tell you nothing. Who wouldn't want to have a brother like Stanley Govan? And that nigga know you guilty as sin. And he ain't gonna let the world know it. Now my brother gonna go free.
Roscoe, if I catch you on the back, I'm gonna get you. He said Wango C Murder friend did that. Wango did it?
Shout out to Stanley Govan. He like, nah, my brother gonna go free. And I ain't got no evidence not on my brother.
He said Wango did it. Is Wango's in jail, isn't he? Is Wango still alive?
He shouldn't be, but it might be.
This is right. You know who his brother is.
Right. Yeah, man. My brother like Stanley Govan. Nah, my brother, he's free. He was coming home. He ain't gonna do it. He got no evidence. And not on my brother. I know that's what.
You there, Cypress? Cypress.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. He says it's like a jungle sometimes. Edward Potts says, right, you know who his brother is. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Oh wow. I remember Wango. He was on that documentary with C Murder. I remember that. He says if OJ's simple ass didn't have Nicole hit, then Gotti didn't have Dolph and Juke hit either. But I do believe that C Murder is innocent though. I wholeheartedly believe that in my soul.
Somebody knows something in the chat,
Now you already know the Black Barbie. The Black Barbie know what went on with what happened to Dolph and Juke. Now, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's questionable about Juke. I'm not gonna put it past him. Stop.
Why you good? I'm glad you said that. Why you say it's questionable for Juke?
I'm talking about y'all say his brother had him hit, right?
Hey, who hit Juke?
Yeah.
No, I don't know who said that, but
Oh, Cypress, you ain't shit. I promise. Wango dead? Oh wow.
I figured that it was New Orleans.
How did Wango die? Oh wow. Yeah, you know, New Orleans was the murder capital at one time.
Yeah. And you gotta hang in New Orleans, man. You gotta know something about it, man. They gotta be stabbed.
I didn't know that Wango. I bet he was killed a long time ago. Oh
He
wow.
got killed.
Yeah, that's what the guy just said. He said he got killed.
There ain't no surprise in Louisiana. Shout out to New Orleans, man.
Yeah, shout out to New Orleans. I like New Orleans. He said Wango was killed.
They got the best Popeyes on the planet.
Also, their Popeyes taste different.
Yeah, they just fat. But I don't eat all the rest of it. Cook out there in the Orleans, all this seafood.
They got some good food now. They got some good food. We was staying in. I've been to New Orleans a couple times, and I was supposed to go this year, but I promised to God I'm gonna go next year. And Tam, remember that preacher from Memphis came up missing in New. Yes, that preacher from Memphis went missing in New Orleans, and he's never been found. That's been years ago.
What's the name?
He had a church in South Memphis, I believe. Yeah, he had a church in South Memphis. I didn't know that man still has never been found. That's been years ago. He went vacationing down in New Orleans.
Went down there and got one of them gals. They shaped one of them down trying to keep them pocket and prayed for them. Well, the New Orleans women might have danced than the men. Well, he ain't been found. He ain't gonna be found. That's crazy. That's crazy. You heard that? You heard that new finesse 2-time? The new finesse 2-time freestyle.
You said, have I heard that finesse 2 times freestyle?
Yeah, the new guy he did drop.
So has Finesse and Moneybag been into it again? I was looking at somebody's blog and they said that Finesse and Moneybag and Big 30 was back into it recently.
Yeah, well, Finesse this bag on the freestyle. You gotta go listen to it. It's hard though. I'm gonna lie. You gotta do it.
Why he do that? You said Finesse this bag?
Yeah, and then the freestyle.
Bag must have did something to him recently then.
I don't know. It sounds like he was doing some subliminals and some niggas who used to be around him. But a lot of people said Bag was throwing shots at Rod Wade, Rod Wade and Bag and Rod Wade daddy and Bag had a few issues. But with Bag,
hey Harold.
And then the jump from them. But then from like a nigga always talking about federal, but I never had no walls, and them niggas rapping up a nigga like. So yeah, that's gonna get a response from Bag maybe.
I'm trying to understand how Finesse always has something to say when he then he had his brother doing his dirty work when he was into it with Honeycomb Brazy.
He always had a one that doesn't work. I love no love, but yeah.
Oh, they said Wango turned into a rat and told on the wrong people. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he said so I don't know, this might be something. Them niggas ain't never been like each other since the first major incident that happened, so it might be something coming down the line, cause it might be something coming out. You figure it out when it comes down the line.
Why is Vanessa? I'm trying to. Are they doing that to sell records?
Could be. It might be another album for the drop, but yeah. But I tell you behind the scenes what I think gonna happen if this don't stop.
You said what now?
I said I'ma call you, I'll hit you and tell you what I think might happen behind the scenes if this don't stop. Yeah. But yeah, I don't get into the push down, but I'm gonna get into it in a minute.
They said they used his statement on C muted against C murder. What? They use his statement on C muted against C murder. So are you saying that he told on C murder?
Man, niggas right up around you, telling on you, man. Cold blood.
No, he didn't say that. I'm trying to get an understanding. He said Wango's they use his statement on C muted against C murder. I'm trying to understand this statement.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go to rock out. I'm gonna catch y'all later on. To the ball, we're gonna do it again.
You going live later?
Oh no, I might doubt it.
Okay.
But if anybody else go live, I'm hoping the godmother pop out. I'm gonna go she pop out.
Yeah, she'll probably pop out.
Somebody.
Yeah, the godmother probably pop out.
Yeah.
She have a lot of energy. Okay, Cypress, thanks for calling in. Somebody else had called in. Let me call him back. Harold says he really don't like Finesse 2 times either, especially after he dissed Doll. Yeah, it seemed like to me Finesse, I don't know what Finesse, he just acts like a damn fool. Hey, did someone call Tamara? Okay, did you want to talk about what we was talking about?
The CEOs how reckless they can be. I mean, the young Dolph, killing young Dolph for nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just thought that that is sad because, have his kids and his wife or his girlfriend, whatever, that just break my heart out. But they have a big opportunity and they mess it up.
You said, what was the last thing you said?
I said they have a big opportunity and these people mess it messed me up by killing people. I mean, think about everybody wants to be rich, and everybody. I mean, I want to be rich, famous. They keep on doing stupid stuff. Just like they Pence the other day, he was on live saying, "This is my pet house in the ghetto." Why are you in the ghetto at 60 years old? You make it out.
Right.
Come on.
I agree.
Come on. That don't make no sense. I mean, the stuff we did to each other. I told my, I told my, I told my brother, I told actually my friend, why cannot these people that marry go do the right thing, smoke the weed, and go to sleep? He said because it's too easy. I said, yeah, I want to have easy, and I want to be home with my wife and kids. Then I'll be in prison.
Right. Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. And what's your name?
My name is Minnie, M-I-N-I-E.
Am I what? Okay. I was just gonna say thank you for calling into the show. Okay. I appreciate you calling in. Um Hello? Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna say I appreciate you. I appreciate you calling in, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, love. Be blessed.
Okay.
um Whoever that was calling from Florida. Yeah, hold on. Okay, y'all. He says he made a statement he was telling, but it put C Murder in a messed up situation. Oh, I see. He wasn't trying to tell nothing, but the statement put a gun in C Murder's hand. Oh, I see. Wango also went to jail behind it and got a witness tampering charges. Oh, wow. So how did he die? How did Wango die? Was he killed? I think you just said somebody killed him, right? He told on the wrong people and somebody killed him. Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm. Thank you, Million Ways. I appreciate that. Um, Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. What's up, the hitter?
I can't call it. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, man.
I definitely want to get your opinion before you say anything else. I want to get your opinion on this WAC 100 and J Prince situation.
They goofy as hell. Hey man, listen. They Prince walk around in that neighborhood, don't fool nothing. Them folks dead over there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Prince 60-some years old, man. Ain't nobody over there in that part of the Fifth Ward no more. They done died off. You know?
He said he got a condo in the Fifth Ward.
Who? That Prince?
Yeah, that's where he was at. He was at his condo in the Fifth Ward.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
I guess he got that for when he don't want to bring people to his real house.
I guess not. You know, he got several. I didn't know he had a condo in the Fifth Ward, but I know he got the ranch. You know, and so yeah, he's doing it big. He's been doing it big for a whole heap of years too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, them boys there, they goofy, man. And I hate to say that because I grew up on Jay Prince. Dad come there idolizing Jay Prince, but them boys, they different now.
So do you think it was Whack 100 that put out that rumor about the feds went and knocked his door open?
Could be.
He mad about that too.
But there's a lot of people that's confirming it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that said it.
Yeah, it's people in Houston that saying that it happened.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Now, there's a blog on the internet right now that I was speaking with him on, I want to say Saturday night. He confirmed that it happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Usually when there's smoke, there's fire.
Like what?
Normally when there's smoke, there's been a fire somewhere.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Kenny says that was his old dope house. He still got it fixed up real good. And he got his I think those were Bentleys. About 3 of them parked out there. He said he leave them there, and when he come back, they just like how he left them.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. You move off of fear. He call it respect, but it's really fear.
Mm-hmm. So you think the people fear him?
Oh yeah. Fear, respect, reverence, they all could, you know?
Yeah. They said Birdman been to jail, Lil Wayne, Juvenile, BG, Boosie, Debbie Gates, Young Boy, Max T, Murder, Mystical Flow, Soldier Slim, all have also. Yeah. So you don't think none of that they gonna sooner or later get tired of beefing with each other, huh? And move on.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. We dictate it, you know what I'm saying? When the people on the internet decide that it's goofy and don't entertain it, then
they'll move on.
Yeah.
Jay Prince said that the vloggers are this, and that, but he giving the vloggers content when he go live.
Like for real. Like what did you think was gonna happen if you cut your camera on walking around?
Right. The vloggers gonna make content out of it. So let me ask you this: Do you think that Govan's gonna have to tell on Yo Gotti?
I mean, if he got anything on him,
right?
It serves him best to say something.
Right. That's if he's got anything on him. You're right. Hot Boy 23 says Birdman been to jail. Lil Wayne, Juvenile, BG. Oh, I just read that. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, I think whatever happens with Govan at the end of the month is going to set the tone. Even if it goes to trial. Even if he goes to trial, that's going to really set the tone for a whole lot of other stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to see how it play out.
Yeah, we got to see how it play out. Like I said, that's definitely with his situation. That one has been kept in the vault for real.
Right. I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Cornelius Smith getting his sentence read out to him and seeing how he gonna react to that.
I don't think she's gonna go easy on old Corn. I don't.
No, I don't either. I don't either.
And I'm gonna tell you why, because
you did all that good ass telling for nothing.
it might stop him. I mean, let's see. She gave straight drop life plus 35. She might take him into consideration, just give him life. But I mean, even with giving straight drop 35 years, he ain't got but one damn life.
Exactly.
He can't serve but one sentence.
That's it. That's it. So, I think it was me and Cypress and Steve, and we was up on my channel, and Cypress was like, he better be careful so they give him the second son. I'm like, fam, he already got life.
Well, it's good. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting because Cornelius goes to court next week. It's gonna be interesting to see how that works out. Now, hey, she might just give him. I don't know. She might give him 40 years. That's still a life sentence. And I think when they give you years like that, you have to serve all 40 of them. She might give him 40, but I don't see that. I think she's going to give him life with the possibility of parole. But she gave straight drop the possibility of parole when he's 70, right?
Yeah. So he basically got to do a life sentence in order to just come up for parole.
Yeah. And I think that's fair because they took Young Dolph's life. Young Dolph was 36 years old when they took his life. So yeah, normally what judges do, they sometimes some judges what they'll do is if a person they would consider Young Dolph's age and they go he could have very well lived to be 75 years old and they make sure that the person serves that amount of time. But she gave him, but the Young Dolph is sentenced though to that grave for the rest of his life. And so she basically sentenced him to behind the wall. I mean, it's sad, but it's only fair. It's hard, but it's fair.
Right. No, it's too fair. Because, you know what I'm saying, for my money, y'all might want to get a couple shots. Y'all might want to, you know what I'm saying, get y'all a couple of shots. You know?
Yeah.
The video that they put out, they need to be inoculated. They need to be stretched out on the stretcher and inoculated. Real talk. You don't do nobody like that, especially if you ain't got no beef with them. You just doing it for money, and you doing it for clout. Yeah, like you said earlier, the junkie and the flunky. Yeah.
He says November 22nd is the date they want to present their case before the grand jury to indict CMG.
Who's saying that?
I ain't heard. That's my first time hearing that. I promise to God. I ain't no now, Hot Boy, where you get that from? Because I ain't heard that one. He says on GoVan. I think GoVan goes to court on the 22nd just to tell the judge if he's going to go to trial or if he's going to take a plea, right? I don't think he's going to, I don't know about that.
That's right. That's exactly right. Now I came in here the other day and it sounded like you had one of GoVan family members in here.
Mm-hmm. He says it's his brother. I mean, he been in the chat. He been coming in the chat now for like over a month. He says that he's GoVan's brother. And hey, I don't know. So I guess I gotta believe him. But I mean,
no, I seen him. I seen him on Facebook. Salute to him.
Yeah.
Listen, just sit back and enjoy the content, pal. You ain't finna say nothing that gonna change our mind over there. He been
cool. Yeah, he been cool coming in here. He ain't, he ain't said nothing out the way. Even when I vlog on other stuff, he'll come in and join the chat. So I ain't trying to listen. I understand that's his brother. He said that's his brother. And so if I don't expect for him to say anything against his brother. I don't. So that's why I don't get upset, because but he ain't gonna change the people's mind. I be looking at him in the chat, and when he be, going back and forth with the people, I go, well, good luck. He don't know yet.
Right. Man. Hey, welcome. But sit back and enjoy the show, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you gonna say over this hotline gonna change folk mind about how we feel about Hernandez Govan. Just know that.
Yeah, but he been cool though. He been cool. I ain't got no issues with the man at all.
Nah, salute to him. I saw he went live on Facebook a couple of weeks
ago. Oh, he went live?
Yeah, he went live on Facebook a couple of weeks ago talking about Quest.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I just didn't know it was his brother.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like, that man don't do nothing. He bet on his sport. He loves his sports, and that's it. Okay.
Well, he said that his brother was like, more like a father figure to him. He took up for him. He was, right. he was good. So he's seen a different side of his brother. So he loves his brother. Right. That's yeah. So he would say that.
I can't do nothing but respect it. But hey, man, there is a dark side. You may not know about, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Hot Boy 23 says Govan already has a proffer agreement that was stated in court by the lawyer. He going to testify on CMG to keep up his part of the deal. I think that's the anticipation. That's what everybody, that's what I wanted for Stanley to tell me. I wanted for Stanley to come. Stanley would know.
Who is Stanley?
That's his brother.
Oh, dang.
Is that who you saw in the chat? I mean, on live, his brother named Stanley. Is that who you saw on live?
Yeah. I know it was. Cause he's the only person that was that I ever seen go live taking up a quit.
Mm-hmm. Stanley, are you still in here?
So I was like, man, that man crazy. I ain't know it was his brother, man. Salute to him.
He been coming here for like a month now. And then he had said in chat one day his brother was innocent and all of that. And then like when I do shows, when I'm talking about other stuff, he'll be in the chat commenting, and we ain't even, just whatever I'm talking about.
Yeah, but don't go to my channel, Stanley. I swear to God, because you're going to see something you don't want to see. Yeah, man. That's crazy.
Jenna said he fighting for his brother. I think he left because he normally was be typing in the chat.
That's what's up, man. No, and you can't do nothing but respect it. People can't change who their family is.
Right, you can't. Right. And like I said, I don't expect for I'm not gonna beat up on him because he's fighting for his brother. He has not done anything, so I'm not gonna launch an attack on him.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yes, indeed. But I'm waiting on it.
I think he has left the chat because he normally be commenting. He had been in here the whole time. I think he's gone. I guess I've been on 2.5 hours. I guess he said she's been on too long.
Right. Hold on, let me mute you.
He says, stop talking about Texas, bitch. Ho, get your motherfucking ass about my chat, fuck nigga. Bitch, you went and made a goddamn page, you hoe ass, bitch ass, puss ass, cunt ass, hoe, and come into my chat. Get your bitch, I'm getting ready to block you. A bitch, don't you ever come into my motherfucking chat, fuck nigga. Dick in the boot ass hoe. And tell me what not to talk about, bitch. This my shit, hoe. Bitch, you stay up out my shit. Now, see, I tried to listen. Whew, Lord, look, y'all stop now. Don't look. I listen. I got rebaptized. Here, you notice I ain't been cussing a lot, haven't it?
I know this.
And then this bitch gonna come and go make a page and bring the South Memphis back up out of me. Look, leave me alone now. Go on. Ho, you come into my chat, bitch. And that's what I'm talking about. When I'm on here minding my own business, they come into my chat, tell me, don't talk about Texas, bitch. Ho, don't come into my motherfucking chat, ho. Go finish sucking on your daddy dick, bitch. Whew.
God bless you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, God, stop me. We was having a good time.
I swear we was.
I guess I know what they got mad about. Whoever it was probably the people that came to Memphis and took Juke out. I know what you got mad at, bitch. It's probably a nigga because I said that the police said that the hit on Juke came from out of Texas, ho. It was probably you. Somebody take a picture of that damn name.
Lord have mercy. They gonna learn.
I told them leave me alone. They make me snap.
Yeah, for real.
Mr. Parker says unblock him, Tam, so he could drop his addy so we can meet up.
Shout out to Mr. Parker.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh God, I just ask you to forgive me for all those bad words I just said. Oh, Lord.
You know how it go. They'll bring it at you.
Now we done talked about everything, California, everywhere. And we didn't even say nothing bad about Texas. That's how I know whoever it was somebody. The person that participated in the hit on Juke. Bitch, I'm out there, so I told y'all to leave me alone.
Well, I hope y'all going out and doing y'all civic duty today.
Have you gone out there and voted?
Early in the morning.
You did your thing. He says, nigga, did y'all get out? Did y'all go vote? Has everybody gone and voted? He said, I be that child daddy. Made me say some nasty words. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you got out that time. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, have mercy. Y'all leave this woman alone.
Leave me alone. I don't know why they mess with me. Why won't they just leave me alone? Like I said, them bitches act like I'm Beyonce or some damn body. They just can't leave me alone.
That's crazy. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that's how it be though. That's how it be. I'm surprised it was about Texas. I thought it would have been about Dolph or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's probably they probably mad because I am talking about Dolph. Either that or they it's one of the people that they mad because I said that the police officer that I know said that the hit from Juke came from them folks came from up out of Houston. So I guess that's why they said, bitch, don't talk about Houston. Ho, y'all motherfuckers bring y'all sprung asses in here. You bitches sit up and wallow out of the meth house because your fucking brain is fried. and then you come up in the chat and tell on yourself and have the nerve to be mad at vloggers.
That's something. I tell you, these folks crazy. Sheesh. Well, Miss T, I just wanted to tap in with you for a minute.
You going live tonight? What you cooking?
I don't know. My son want me to smother some pork chops and rice and do some gravy, so I'm gonna do that for him. That
sounds good. I might do some turkey chops, but I had taken out some ground turkey. I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. I was gonna do a taco pie, but I've taken the ground beef out now. It's unthawed. I guess I'll go and do the taco pie, and then I'll smother them ground turkey chops. I bought turkey chops. Have you ever had those?
I haven't, but I'm looking for them.
They good. I'm telling you, they expensive now, but they good, and they taste better when you grill them. But you can smother them though, and it be so good. So I had gotten some on sale. I bought a lot of them when I saw them on sale, and I think you gave me an idea. I'm gonna do turkey chops with brown gravy and rice tomorrow.
You know what? Hey, we might pop out tonight.
Yeah, go on and pop out.
Yeah, we might pop out. Man. Salute to the squad, man. Hey, let's roll with the 5K, man. We 100 away from 5K. Y'all rock with your boy, man. Thank you, Miss T. Listen, because if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be no me. You heard me?
You sounding like Memphian when you say you hear me. Y'all say that a lot down there in Alabama. You hear me?
All the time.
Really? That's every other word they say in Memphis. Such as you hear me. Such as you hear me. You hear me. D Bully says chicken chops is good. I never heard of chicken chops. Have you? I ain't never in my life heard of chicken chops.
Hey, the chickens they glad that I ain't heard of chicken chops. I've been on them for real. I
ain't never in my life heard of no chicken chop. And I know I done bought all of the parts of the chicken. I like buying chicken thighs because they stay juicy. They good to put on the grill. I mean, shoot.
Man, he's stopping at the butcher shop. You ain't getting that out of no grocery store.
What, chicken chops?
Mm-hmm.
I never heard of it.
Please. Yes, Lord.
Oh, she said, you are Tamara. Let these mofos know that Tams. That's right. I'm Tamara. I wish they would just, Lord have mercy. They like to get me upset.
They hardcore.
He said we only 3 hours away. Big Bama, Big Bessemer. Big Bessemer.
Let's go, man. Shout out to you.
He said it's like a butcher / grocery store. I'm gonna have to ask about that. Chicken chops.
Yeah, me too. Shout out to Bessemer, shout out to Lipscomb, shout out to Brighton, all them people over there, man. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Orange. Shout out to the Gulf Shore. Shout out to Orange. Shout out to Gulf Shores. You know, that's I told you I'm gonna get me somewhere down there.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Miss T, we going live tonight. Kamala Harris and Trump watch. We gonna watch.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna come over there to your channel, yeah, and do the Kamala Harris and Trump watch live. That's a good idea. I'm gonna come over there.
That'll work.
Okay, Hannah. Thank you for calling in.
No problem. Yeah, good one.
Okay, all right. Bye-bye. I'm getting ready to call the person back that was calling in. I saw you calling in. You called in like 6 times. I'm gonna call you back. Hey, this is Tamara. Hello? Did they hang up? Hello? I think we keep hitting and missing. Did you did you think you was gonna call in and get some shine, bitch? Did you think you was gonna call in and get some shine? Now I'm getting ready to talk bad about you, ho. Now she got her ugly ass on. She called into my show and she thought I was gonna put her on speaker. Bitch, I block you, ho. I'm the star of this show, bitch. You ain't getting ready to get no shine on the phone. Now, if you call me back, ho, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be harassing me. Don't call my phone. Don't call my show. Did you think I was getting ready to put you on speaker, bitch? Hello? Did you think I was going to put you on speaker? Nobody even heard you, bitch. I'm the star of this motherfucking show, bitch. And you let a nigga send you out, you cunt ass hoe, to call into my show, bitch. You call my phone again, bitch. It's going to be harassment. I'm telling you, don't play with me. Because these nothing ass motherfuckers ain't got no money to pay to get you out of jail, hoe. So what you need to do, bitch, is go crawl back up in that sewer that you came out of, hoe. And you still ain't being heard, bitch. I'm the star of this motherfucker, hoe. I'm the real star, bitch. Take your ass back to that sewer you came out of, hoe. Then don't call my motherfucking phone again. Because if you call my phone, bitch, after I tell you not to, that's going to be stalking and harassment, hoe. You better ask that motherfucking nigga that's probably putting you up to do it. Okay? Now move along. Move along. Sitting up talking about some Houston. You better move along, bitch. You better move along. Okay? And y'all, she calling back. After I told her not to call my phone, she called my phone again. After I told her not to call my phone. Ma'am, I asked you not to call my phone. Are you harassing me? Are you harassing me? After I asked you not to call my phone, ma'am, are you harassing me? Because I'm recording you. Are you harassing me after I asked you not to call my phone? Because you do know I'm going to run this number and trace it, right? So I've asked you not to call my phone, and you calling my phone. So I fear for my life. You are harassing me, lady. I fear for my life. I asked you not to call me. You are harassing me. Harassment is against the law, bitch. I don't know why she think I'm gonna let them hear her. You're not getting ready to be heard. I'm not gonna make you a star, bitch. I'm not getting ready to make you a star. I'm getting ready to make you an inmate. That's what I'm getting ready to do. Leave a message, ma'am. Leave a message. And y'all see how they be obsessed on it. I told y'all I can't make this stuff up. We're gonna send her to voicemail. She gets no more time. Okay, we're gonna send her to voicemail, let her leave voice messages and text messages. Okay. That's what, if you want to get through to me, you're gonna have to leave voice messages and text messages, okay? Now, y'all see how the number 508-418-8462 has been constantly calling my phone number. Y'all, it's 508. Has been calling and harassing me. 418-8462. Ma'am, leave a message. I know you listening. I want you to leave messages. And if you want to talk, you don't have to leave a message. She said, call me a pussy asshole. Okay, ma'am. You're harassing me, y'all. That's harassment. Hello? Oh, nothing much. What's up? I don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. Y'all, this lady steady calling and harassing me. She think this number ain't gonna be able to be traced. Y'all, hold on for 1 second, okay? Lady, I hope you know the police see you harassing me. I hope you know that, lady. If the police see you harassing me. Missy, please stop showing your hand. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Okay. Come here. But y'all see what happens, right? When they put these women on missions, like somebody was telling me they do, when they put them on missions, this is what they do. They put them on missions and they go crazy. Somebody was telling me that the dude said, listen, the craziest, when I send folks out, it ain't for the men. We send the women out to do the dirt. So they crazy asses can get in trouble. But anyways, you guys, I told you. And when they send them out like that, when they put them on a mission, and we already know who it be, when they put them on a mission, they want to be accepted so bad by that nigga. They go crazy. They be on a vengeance. You have to have them put in jail because they want to be accepted. I'm beginning to believe it's true with them folks at that man over there sprinkling voodoo. Because they put them women up under a spell that they willing to go to jail for harassment, okay? Anyways, y'all, as I was saying though, we was talking about Houston, right? We were saying, like I said, you know, they told me that Juke's hit came from out of Houston, right? And also we was talking about Jay Prince walks through his old hood and throw shots at Whack 100, right? Him and Whack 100 being into it. As we were saying, you know, I'm just going back and talking about what we was talking about before. And he was walking through his old hood in the 5th Ward, okay? And they say he got a well, he was showing that he's got a condo in the 5th Ward, okay? And a lot of people were saying that, you know, a lot of the people in the 5th Ward where he had grown up at, they're dead now, okay? She just did out loud at Diane. They said put this slut on the shirt. Somebody had her to call in. Cause she didn't even sound like she's from Houston. She sounded like she was from maybe like from out of Florida. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I was getting ready to get off, but I guess I'll stay on a little longer. We're gonna see who they're gonna send in here next. Diane Wright says, Mr. Parker, I know she did, but she's too professional to let trash get her out of character. Give it to the ABC boys. I'm telling you, because that lady made some threats to me. She made threats over a federal entity. Okay. Hello? What's up?
Ain't nobody sent me. I'm just saying, hey, man, I know what that's going on. Hey, I promise I ain't a part of no network. It's just Steven, that's it. Just say hello. You been constantly hard shit with that cussing, man, like this doggone Quentin Tarantino movie.
Well, I should have just blocked it. I should have just blocked it and not got out of character. Because I mean, that lady, I don't know if she had been in the bushes the whole time or somebody sent her. I think somebody sent her, put her on a mission and said, go over there and do such and such. And you know, these women, unfortunately, a lot of them just want to be accepted to the fact that they do anything that is not conducive to their livelihoods, to be accepted by people that they ain't even never even met on this internet. But she wasn't get ready to get put on speaker on this show. She wasn't get ready to be heard.
I don't think she wanted to. I was just listening. I'm like, oh Lord. I said, let me call her, man, because the only person that can get you that revved up is Cypress. And he in Houston, too. So maybe it's a Houston thing. I don't know. Man, just these people just talk, man, like, you know, I mean, you were doing, and then you were like, God, stop me. I think God was like, okay, I'm trying to stop you. And you just went right back 80 down the block. Oh, man, here we go. But you're going to be all right. All the people, you know how the game works.
I know. I mean, they send you. They want to get you out of character to take you off of the topic. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
They send people to try to take you off of the topic. But hell, we've been on here 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. Hell, we done talked about just about everything that we want to talk about.
You right. Maybe somebody from Rap-A-Lot. I don't know. They might be mad at you. You got CMG and Rap-A-Lot mad at you.
Yeah, I guess CMG and Rap-A-Lot mad at me because she said you pussy asshole. So what? So you know.
But no, as far as Govan, I think, you know, I ain't gonna give her long. I just think I kind of, I don't know who that was hot for somebody. I'm in agreement like the 22nd might be a big thing. I don't know if they're gonna drop the indictment, but I think he's got no choice. I mean, Cornelius done told everything, so you can't get up there and say something different. They convicted straight out based on Cornelius' testimony, so I think he's pretty credible.
Right.
So unless Govan got something that you know, something that they don't have, going to trial with that bald head white dude, Ackerman, that might not be the best idea because he ain't playing. I don't think he's playing at all.
Right.
So we'll see, man.
It's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I think whatever happens as it relates to, I mean, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with Cornelia. She might show him some leniency. She might give him life with parole. You see what I mean? But I mean, he did the exact same thing that Straight Drop did. So I don't see her being too lenient on him. He did the right thing by telling, and I think that all judges take that into consideration. All judges take that into consideration.
I agree. He still didn't show remorse, though. It was more like you admitted to it, but I will say this about Cornelius. At least he said that he didn't get a plea. He wasn't promised anything. He just took it like a man, and you gotta respect that. But in essence, he killed Dog. Straight Drop just shot Dog, and Cornelius killed. So that's got to be taken into account too. So one thing that I've been paying attention to, because I've been watching the first day all over again. It's funny how Luke Evans showed his hand. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the things that's making him go for a retrial is that they didn't bring Groban. Remember how you were saying he expected Mr. Groban to say such and such? They wanted to make him look non-credible to people doubt. That's what they wanted. So that's why they kept Groban out of it. It's just smart, but it's stupid too because you show him in your hand. So it's all good.
Well, I think the reasons that I'm happy that the prosecutors, and this is what I think, I'm happy the prosecutors didn't call Govan, because I think that's what Straight Drop's like I said, I think that's what Straight Drop's attorney was betting on. All Straight Drop's attorney had to do was give reasonable doubt, right? And I think that his defense was going to be I believe that it was actually committed by Mr. Govan, and Mr. Smith was actually in the car. I mean, I think that's why he was so, you could tell like he was very disappointed that he didn't get the opportunity to cross-examine Govan, because I think that's what he was going to do. He was going to raise reasonable doubt, and that's all the defense has to do is say, I believe it was Mr. Govan and Mr. Smith that was in the car that was actually out there that shot Mr. Thornton.
You're right. He is moving too fast. Them cameras, I mean, from his apartment, that was just. If you don't believe cameras, I don't know what you're gonna believe at this point. But yeah, Luke, I think another clip. Luke Evans is he's not a bad lawyer. He's just not the best lawyer. The guy pretty much sucks. So a retrial is a bit of waste of time.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna grant it. I hope not.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to grant him another trial, not anytime soon. But if I was him, I definitely wouldn't have Luke Evans as my attorney.
Oh, not at all. That man came to fit in the rumor, man. So to get him out of there, he's just getting paid at this point. I think he's working with the state. They won't say it, but him and Hackerman seem to be too chummy.
They was very chummy. They was very chummy.
Yeah. Even in the court, he's like Jackson, and they look at each other and all. And I'm like, every time they look at each other, they give each other that white person head nod. You know, they don't. They look up. We look up. They look down. We look up. You know what I'm saying? They were doing that. I'm like, yeah, swings up. You had one. Just a matter of time. But I don't know. I just can't wait all over. I hate it for Cornelius, but he got to go through. I want this stuff to be over. So remember, get back to some type of normal.
Right, but I want it to be justice in totality. And like I said, I think what people need to understand is regardless to what is said, regardless of what is said is not said, the state and the federal government already got their case. They already got what they got. So nothing at this point really makes a difference. And that's the God's truth. Nothing makes a difference at this point.
You're right. Yeah, they got a million pages.
That's a lot of pages. That's a lot of pages.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna go to jump down.
Yeah, I think the only person that's not going to get life is probably Govan. He's not going to get life because was he charged with first degree murder? Does he have the exact same charges?
Yes, he has the exact same one, and he got the conspiracy too. So that's when he gonna get got. But he does have that.
Okay, so if they're charging him with the exact same thing, that's gonna be interesting. Because I think
he getting whatever life he got left. I mean, it's 25 years he getting that. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think the feds don't, because the feds don't really negotiate like that. They'll tell you they will, but they ain't gonna. The fans ain't stupid. This man, he kind of was a mastermind. Well, he wasn't a financier. He was a mastermind. He got the 2 shooters. So in essence, he kind of was.
This lady is talking about. See, this how you know a blogger got her doing it. But that's okay, because I mean, she even said it. She's talking about MPD killed Dolph. This lady is twisted. That's how that based on what they say, when a vlogger has them saying stuff, right? And so what you have to do is you just have to screenshot it. But you already know what vlogger be saying who killed Dolph. So that's how you be knowing where it come from. Yeah, they're gonna F around and find out. Lady, I'm not getting ready to argue with you. I'm just getting ready to keep your text messages, and you are harassing me, and I fear for my life, and I just wish you leave me alone. I've asked you not to call me. All right, hon. Thank you for calling in. Bye-bye. He says, I tried your line. You're the 831 number. Okay, Huey. I'm gonna call you back right quick. Before I get out, because I gotta eat tacos. I'm hungry. Let me see. Y'all, hold on. I told y'all, I get this sound like the same girl that I just had to put the it is. This is the same girl that I had to put the order of protection on. So you know what? I was gonna okay. 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 That's the same girl I had to put the order of protection on. King Dim says, are we putting bags on each other's heads but not flexing streets, and others trying to keep us down and out? Lord have mercy. I wasn't gonna even go get it renewed. Hold on, Hugh. I'm getting ready to call you back. Hold on. I'm trying to, I'm over here trying to do something. What's up, Huey?
As my granddad used to say, yonder she go. Well, yonder he go. So how you been?
I've been good. How about yourself?
Y'all, I'm fairly well. Better not come. I kind of want to just say a while back, man. Congratulations on your effort for Big Dog. You know what I mean? Like, I sensed anxiety from a lot of other bloggers because they felt as if time was up for their check, right?
Mm-hmm.
They disingenuous check, but yeah, just to say, y'all remember when you said Big Dog, you had that dream. Big Dog say he down there working, right?
Yeah, he said he was down there working.
Thank you. So, yes, but you know, I kind of want you to ask me a few questions. Then I kind of want to go off on one or two topics if I could.
It's the topics we're talking about.
Yeah, or similar. You know, we religious people.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, you know, I don't know the man. You know, I ain't all in the business or nothing, but you know what's in the air, what's put into the atmosphere is public record at this point. So, you know, the boy Gova, he said he don't do rap music. But you a manager, you know, when he was speaking with Young Big Dog, you know, G, when he was speaking with Young G, you know, he said he don't listen to rap. When he was like, you know, you F with the camp, you F with PRE. He was like, who? You know what I mean? So that was kind of like, man, the idiotic to this dude. You know, when characters play like they, so to say, they so smart, but you know, as Dame Dash said, you sound smart to somebody stupid.
Right.
You know, Mr. Thru, old school Thru. You know, he was showing the you know, the man on the stage with champagne, and he all dancing on stage. I'm like, well, you totally contradicting yourself at this point. You know, you don't listen to rap, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know, anyway, Anyway, though, so yeah, overall, like I'm saying, and I gotta go back to fact. These boys still on here playing, or that lets me know that they youngsters in regards to, you know, making all these excuses for boy, which I ain't got nothing against him. Like, I don't know him like that, you know, just to say, you know, the fella that Big Dog was into it with. But just to say that it's obvious at this point, you know, if a nigga can't let go, you know, and realize, man, this man is just a complete hater. He reminds me of an entitled Caucasian female. You know, feeling like, you know, this my state or this my town. So a nigga gotta go through me to get on. But nigga, you wasn't even writing your own, you know, you ain't even writing your own energy to be fact.
Right.
Kind of like, you know, you weird, you extra weird, or a young fella that I was subscribed to. I used to F with him, you know, wholeheartedly. You know, he well, I'm gonna say his name because he deserved to be shouted out in regards to his efforts. You know, he probably could be a director or editor the way he pieced the videos together. But you know, young Big Dog, cloud up. You know, that's what he, yeah, that's what he go by though, is cloud up. But anyway, you know, he showed a video where a fella was tying up Gotti's shoe. You know, the man had his shoe on the desk and a nigga was tying his shoe up. I'm like, man, what struggle you done been to? Because if you from the mud, for real, if you from that concrete, nigga, you love every nigga next to you because you wish them suffer just like you suffer. Or, you know, just it's genuine. You know, that love is kind of like it's a frequency that, you know, you just can't deny it. You know, if you see one of your dogs down or you see one of your homegirl going through something, it hits you. You know what I'm saying? And that go back to me fixing to say about, you know, religion. We all under one consciousness. So therefore, when you see somebody explode in church and go haywire, that means we all under one consciousness. So I don't want to go too far left, but just to say that, you know, all this man in the sky, all that God and all that stuff, like, you know, nobody that's your enemy is going to let you know who they actually pray to or who they're afraid of, so to say, with the powers that be. So, you know, I was so upset to come to find, and I've been researching. We talking like the Emerald Tablets, the Ethiopian Bible, the Quran.
Right.
You know, so therefore, go back to saying, like,
nobody was able to live for 28,000 years and 16,000 years. So they doing what they doing now. They was taking stem cells from people and growing.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they'll let us. They're not gonna. They'll start. Yeah, that when we start talking about stuff like that, that's kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what they do. Yeah.
Y'all know I'm just playing, or allegedly, I'm just out here kicking the ball around.
Yeah.
But anyway, so to say that, yes, I feel like you accomplish feats similar to like Selma Bridge. Our people walking the Selma Bridge. Putting it down for Big Dog how you have. So like I say, I sensed your genuine emotion and sadness, which me too. I mean, I ain't gonna act like I'm unplugged from reality. I'm not an inhumane individual. Of course, I'm as humane as I pull over for white folks if I see them down, if they got an issue with their car or whatever. I pull over for anybody. Because I think the same thought of, what if that was me?
Right, I agree.
Just to say, yes, ma'am. So just to say, I don't mean to take off and get carried away, but I'm going to speak on one other situation, and I was on that topic, but it's just to say that these boys kind of, like I say, they animated in thought of reality, like this one man deserves all this power, and to steal this man's life, you stole another man's breath from him over you feeling entitled as a Becky. You know what I'm talking about? Like that. That's real little girlish to me. That's real little boy. Like you ain't never crossed no fellas that really will see about you, because Big Dog knew he was, he knew he had prying eyes from all different alphabets in different directions. Them they're like a compass, you dig? So I mean, a person. Then if I done got to this point, I gotta protect my achievements, so to say, my accomplishments, and what did I get here for? Only to, like we say, crash the wall. Put the motor in my lap. Why did we get this far for me to crash now? And I got all these little innocent souls in behind me, and I'm definitely making a way for them. But at this point, goddamn it, I want to live too. You dig? So come on, man. So this thing is it's huge to me. But, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like I wanna definitely show my appreciation, gratitude to you. But in regards to these other little fellas that keep on, like I say, he a human crane for the man's testicles or testicles, or at this point, man, you deep thought, you gagging. You gagging on him at this point. If you ain't really gonna let it go, like, yeah, boy is a hater, man. Let me just go and be straight up. He a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have to dismount or parachute out on so many fellas from around my way that I came to find that wasn't solid as I thought they was, or the action they did to their own people, which that's like a smoker, right? If you're gonna make a smoker wash your car or wash 3-4 cars, and then a person turn around and pay him in work, like, man, you an animal. Like you diabolically, awful to me, because don't you think this man really need soap? He might have a family, he might have a house, or he might have somewhere he crashed his head, so he might need this deodorant, what have you.
Right.
It's like, for a nigga to think that way, that really put me in perspective where these boys is so mafia-like, and only to come to find myself that the mafia ain't even who you think they are. They
right.
They was standing across the street from Frank Matthews over on Tote Hill, and they calling they calling 3 letters on Mr. Matthews. So therefore, like, man, who y'all martyring? Y'all martyring the Guineas? Y'all gonna martyr them? Like I'm saying, but just to say, I'm martyring my people. So, yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was way impressed with Dolph's effort. You know what I mean? I still am, but that's what these guys really don't understand is he done gave all y'all change that he throwed around and kicked around and stuff. He done gave all y'all change that you can appreciate now, because y'all got podcasts and lives and everything else, what do you call it, evolving from this man. So,
Right.
so like I'm saying, anyway, I don't want to get too carried away on here because I will.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you calling in. You made some valid points.
Yeah, I'm like I say, I'm watching. I'm paying attention to fact because, I suffered as well growing up and looking back on some of the fellas that I followed and stuff. I had to find that weren't solid or they weren't true heroes to
Right.
put innocent souls in the way of devilment or, unnecessary stuff that they should have found enough kahunas or, to go do themselves.
Right. Well, as I said, I ain't trying to cut you short, but I gotta end it loud because I gotta cook me something to eat.
Okay.
But I appreciate you calling in. Now make sure you call in more when I come on.
Sure enough. I definitely will try to. Thank you for having me up, and peace to your state, everybody. Peace to everybody everywhere, though. So.
Yeah.
But yes, ma'am. I appreciate you, and no question asked. I'll do my best to click in with you some other times.
Okay, hon. Thank you so much.
Likewise. Have a good evening.
Oh, very polite guy. I like that. He was very polite. Anyways, y'all, we've been on here 3 hours. I had no intentions on being. I'm so hungry. I don't know what to do. And I said I was going to make me some. Get ready to make me I was gonna make a taco pie. I think I'm gonna just make me some tacos, some turkey tacos, and call it a night. I had fun on here with you guys. The conversation was deep. You know what I mean? Like I said, on this channel, this is the real grown folks channel. We agree to disagree and move on, okay? Hold on 1 second, y'all. We agree to disagree and move on. I appreciate everybody that stopped through tonight. Everybody that was in the chat. As always, like I say, the young man that comes into the chat, he says that he's Govan's brother. And hey, I don't know him personally, but if he says he's Govan's brother, then I guess I have to believe that. When he comes into the chat, even if I'm talking about other stuff, he'll start talking about that too. You know what I mean? Like when we talk about his brother, he defends his brother. So I don't kick him out of my chat because he defends his brother. I don't go hard on him, because he defends his brother. You know what I mean? I think that would be expected for the young man to defend his brother. I'm not that type of person to just go in on somebody or to be disrespectful to a person that has not come into my chat and been disrespectful. Not one time has he been disrespectful when he has come into this chat. So what I have to do is reciprocate the energy that he has put into the atmosphere. Okay. And so yeah, he said, can he have some tacos? Yeah, I'm gonna make me some turkey tacos. But I do appreciate everybody that has come into the chat and everybody else's opinions. Just like I don't get mad at him for stating his opinion about his brother. I don't get mad at anybody else because everybody for their opinion, and their opinions are different, and everybody has a right to that, to their difference of opinion, right? So that's why I say, as adults, what we have to do is we have to agree to disagree. We have to know how to have conversations in here. I know I set the tone. I goes off. Okay, when people come in here, because I thought, we had a good little energy in here. Okay, and I flipped. I went flat foot off when people come in here messing with me. Okay, but I really, like I said, I really appreciate. I guess when everybody's gonna be having a watch party tonight. everybody's going to be having a watch party tonight. So I guess tonight we'll know who the president is. One way or the other, we're going to have a new president. Okay, and so I guess we'll see what it is. But either way it goes, as I say, and on a more serious tip, either way it goes, I've always said that what we have to do is, as it relates to the any president that we get, what we have to do is, I think what we have to do is we're going to have to start demanding and making our agendas and coming together and letting it be known what we need within our community, right? If we're going to have a representative, we need to vet and make sure we have good representatives that's not sold out, because I think that's what has happened with our community so much. We have representatives in our communities, and so often once they get up there, they start to sell out. Hey, don't expect for things to change overnight. Things don't change because we look to other people to change them. Things change when we get about changing them ourselves, when we start putting the efforts in and following through on things and holding people accountable. That's when things start to change. And if we are not doing that at this point in time, then don't expect for things to change. Because I think when we feel like we get a candidate that we want and we put them in office, we don't hold them accountable. We just happy about the win. I mean, that's just actually the beginning, right? But we have to hold people feet to the fire, whether Donald Trump gets in office, rather Kamala gets into office. We have to watch them. We have to make it known what it is that we should have did that from the beginning before we even cast our vote. Let it be known what we want. This is what we want. And if we can't get this, we don't need you, right? And make them a one-term president. If they promise to do what they say they're going to do, they take our agenda and say that they can fulfill it, and they don't fulfill it, we just make them a one-term president. But unfortunately, we get caught up on the win. We get caught up on the emotions. And if we don't change that, nothing is going to change within our community, right? Nothing is going to change in our community. So we gotta start watching, I guess, start looking more so at people being proactive as it relates to our communities, right? Because what happens is people kind of take advantage of the African Americans. They take advantage of us, of our votes, because we are emotional people, right? That's what we are. We're very emotional people. So we get caught up in, yeah, we won. Kamala won, the first Black woman. She says that she's not Black, but hey, we get caught up on that. That's where it starts with us, and that's where it ends with us. And then when it starts, that's where it starts and ends, whether it's Kamala or Donald Trump or all the presidents that has come before them, whether they are Democratic or Republican. If we get who we voted for, it stops at the win. We don't expect nothing else. We don't look into nothing else until it's almost 4 years later, and they get you emotional again when they need your vote. And until we can get out of those ways of thinking, nothing is going to change within our community, right? Nothing is going to change within our community. So, hey, I just want for everybody to know, regardless to who wins tonight, nothing is going to change until you demand it. I mean, you can get excited about the win, but if that's where it stops, you're going to be broke tomorrow and next year, the year after that, the year after that, the year after that. And I think everybody should be voting based on their livelihood and their pocketbooks, not voting based on this is the first or what. Okay, this is the first. We happy about that, but your conditions have not changed. I mean, so then it's asinine. I mean, that's an oxymoron. And so I hope that our people can get out. I know I talk a lot of shit, but y'all know I's a real intelligent gal, okay? And then I have a strong passion for our community, right? And so I see where we kind of lack at, and what is keeping us behind. And so what we got to, people tend to, I see the way that they pander to our community. Well, the Blacks have been through so much. And of course, Our communities have, because a lot of what we go through has been engineered, right? I understand that. But we got to stop letting them. So what we're going to do is, because the blacks have gone through so much, we're going to give them some welfare. We're going to get this. We're going to raise your welfare and your food stamps. And that's putting that pacifier in your mouth so that you can always stay in the condition that you're in. And it ain't no generational wealth being created in our community. They don't want to tell you about the grants. They don't want to tell you about the no interest business loans, as long as you don't ever wake up to ask about that. Because when you start waking up asking about that, they know it's going to be some generational wealth created in our community. As long as they can keep that pacifier in your mouth on getting $100-$200 check, $300-$400 worth of food stamps, that's keeping us in the same position, right, that we are in. And so there's nothing wrong with people getting that has to have it. I believe in a hand up, but that's not something that we should become. We should look to stay on. So then it becomes what's the word that I'm looking for? It becomes when they come to us and they start talking about they want to hey Tyranny, when they start coming to us and they start talking about, we're gonna raise your food stamps, we're gonna give you more. Okay, so now it's an insult, because hey, yes, the food. I'm a single mother, a single father, and I need a hand up. But also, listen, I have aspirations. Okay, so I got something that, listen, I can do hair. I can do hair real good. So I gone and got my certificate at business school or whatever. I need to know how I get them business grants that the Asians uh, um, don't have to pay back, so that I can open up a business in my community just as the Asians do in my community, right? And so as long as they can keep you from taking that mindset, because I don't know of any president that has brought that before us. Okay, I don't know of any president that has said that has said, I want to start teaching you the secrets, the mysteries, so that you can you got your hand up. But see, we get ready to start teaching you something else and start putting representatives in our communities to show us, just like they did the Hispanics. It ain't by accident the Hispanics are starting all of these businesses. You see them doing all the constructions. They're starting to own all of the Asians are starting to sell them all of the supply shops and stuff like that. It's going through every community and setting up in our community. It just ain't happening in the Black community. That's not by accident. We don't have any representatives that we post up. They call themselves leaders, but they ain't doing a damn thing. They done sold out. And we don't even hold their feet to the fire. Well, we can't say nothing to her because she a Black woman. Yeah, but that Black woman ain't doing a damn thing. Yeah, but you hating on the Black woman because she a state representative. We can't do that to a Black woman. Yeah, but she ain't doing nothing. So that's why I say we got to get out of that emotional way of thinking. If that Black woman, if she Black and she ain't doing what she's supposed to do, then it ain't. I wish her the best, but she got to go. Until we get that mindset, ain't nothing gonna change. Instead, we don't like people that kind of bring that to our attention and say, listen, it's time to come out of that slave way of thinking. Okay, we got to be resourceful. You start taking that bottle and that tit out of folks' mouth, they have issues with that. I don't like Tamara. Look at how she talks. She thinks she better than us. Yeah, but Tamara sure want to see the Black community, because they don't have a covenant spirit, do well. And there are people that's like that, but they are not well received because they are not shysty. People like for folks to finesse them. Such and such ain't did nothing, but such and such, they come and they rub my back and they tell me I'm pretty, and they put a pacifier in my mouth, and then they get your vote and they gonna do a damn thing for you, and you left in the same conditions. Somebody else with a strong personality say, look here, sis, this right here is the agenda, and we got to stick together and do this and that. They ain't putting no pacifier in your mouth. You're gonna have to be a soldier. I don't like them. So that's why I say our community has to change because the mindset, it starts with the mindset, right? Once that changes, then we'll start to see a lot of stuff change within our community, right? Anyways, you guys, I enjoyed being on here with you all tonight. We talked about Jay Prince walks through his old hood in Houston. Okay, and he throws shots at Whack 100. Whack 100 threw shots back at him. So those two been going at each other. Okay, those two been going at each other. It's kind of funny, you know, to see them going back and forth with each other. Because I've heard a lot of people say that Jay Prince has always been very quiet and very methodical, but I guess Whack 100 tends to get on his nerves a little bit. Okay, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out with those two, right? And I don't think Jay Prince and Whack 100 gonna be killing each other. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna throw shots at each other to get on each other's nerves, and then they'll go back to doing whatever they was doing until they decide they want to do it again, right? And so, like I said, I was talking about Govan. Does Govan have to tell on Yo Gotti? Because I thought that was very interesting. I have to say, I was looking at Stan G, and I was looking at looking at a video. I believe he did this morning. It might have been this morning when he was saying that when I look at somebody's stuff and I kind of get ideas from their stuff, I'm woman enough to say it, okay. And I was looking at him say, Orange Bound quit, don't go do all them years for Gotti. You need to tell the truth. For some reason, I just kind of be thinking that Stan G be knowing a little something. So that's why I say, does Govan have to tell on Yo Gotti? It's gonna be interesting. Whatever is going on with Govan since he has been out, it has been vaulted. So you can't hardly get nobody to speak on it. So that's why I think so many people are very interested, right? You can't get nobody in law enforcement to really speak on it. So that's why I say it's very interesting to see what's going to happen with him. But whatever it is that happens with him, it's going to set the tone for what's going to happen to some of these other Negroes. Because whether Govan said or not, we know that some of them other ones was involved. Okay. All right. But like I said, Govan, I don't expect for Govan to do what Straight Drop did. Govan is older than Straight Drop. I just don't, he could, you know, they say they street dudes and stuff. So they be wanting to thug it out, but that's suicide to go to trial, especially if those charges have not been dropped. But hey, like I said, Govan stuff is, Govan stuff is pretty much vaulted. So we don't really know what's going on with that. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on with that at the end of the month, right? Anyways, you guys, hey, when we see each other, Hilda says he's going to do a live, so I guess I'll be in his live. They're going to be doing a watch. I didn't think about that. Shit, if I wasn't so tired, I would do a watch, but I can just sit in somebody else's live and do a watch, right? But anyways, you guys, y'all make sure y'all be good. It's raining, so I'm gonna be relaxed when I'm eating my tacos, looking at TV. Okay, and just chilling out. I want y'all to be safe. Okay, since we have a lot of bad energies, I want to say a prayer. God, I just ask that you look over everybody that was in this live that meant well. I ask that you watch over them and their families. No weapon formed against any of us or our family members shall prosper. Anything that rises up, any lying tongue that comes up against us will be condemned. Any evil eyes that looked in on this chat that was wishing bad, that spoke evil, that was wishing evil, we reverse the curse and send it back to the sender, and may it manifest in their very own lives in less than 30 days. Okay. So we were protected. All the people that meant well that came into this live is protected. And I ask we send the bad spirits back to the senders. Okay. And let it cause confusion in their very own lives. Okay. So it already is. Okay. They said Jamarcus is November the 22nd. So that means that Jamarcus, because I think the Orange Mountain Quets is November the 22nd also. Okay. I don't know. I think Govan goes to court at the end of this month. If it's already March the 25th, that means he's already taken the deal. Is that what Hot Boy 23 was saying, that Govan so Govan is not going to court at the end of the month? So that means he's already said he's going to trial. If it's not showing that he's going to court at the end of the month, that means that Govan is going to trial. Is that what you all see? I don't have the court situation open right now. So if you see that March 2025, that means that he's already decided that he's not going to take the plea. That means he's gonna go to trial next year. That's what he's saying. He's gonna go to trial next year. That's what he's saying. He's gonna go to trial next year. So I'm gonna say this to Govan and them. You know, I don't know Govan. I don't know any of the defendants as it relates to this case. But I think with Govan and them, and I'm not saying that he's doing anything, okay? Because y'all know I'm not. But I'm just gonna say this. I think that Govan and them would understand that that would, you know, that they don't really need any more issues, right? And so whatever it is that the prosecutors have, the federal prosecutors, or whoever it is that is involved in this case, they already got it. Okay. So I would think that it wouldn't, you know, I think they feel like the vloggers, especially, I could see if it was a developing case, with there being some anxiety. But it ain't really no need for none of these people to have any, because regardless to what a vlogger say or don't say, they can't, it ain't nothing a vlogger can really do at this point, especially if they was not there, if they don't have any inside information on the crime, right? That the people don't know. I think what these black men need to do is start getting smart. That's what I think they need to do. I think they need to start getting smart. And I started looking at when people start doing stuff. Hey, I don't think it was coincidental that girl came in here. What you doing? That they send that girl in here either. Okay. But I think what these black men need to do is start getting smart about what they do. And learn when to duck and just wait your stuff out. Okay. Instead of getting tied up in more stuff. And then hey, if the judge lay you down, just go do your time. Go do whatever it is that you got to do. If your lawyer can do something to help you out, deal with that. But instead, it's the emotionalism and the instability of the mentality of a lot of what goes on in our community. They go and they create havoc for no reason at all. And the internet is sure not the place to be. This is a federal entity. It sure ain't the place to. I mean, these folks better learn how to humble themselves and just stay cool. Keep your head down and humble yourself. Okay. Anyways, you guys, listen. I enjoyed being on here with you guys, and I'm talking about as it relates to do the right thing, keep your head down, humble yourself, and I'm talking about that should be universal. Stop pulling people that are mentally unstable into your shit. But people are so chaotic; they don't understand why they keep chaos around them. Because they looking at me saying she would only stop talking about the case, because I know she knows some of them people, sis. Regardless to what somebody tell me or don't tell me, it's not gonna change nothing. Hell, I ain't the one that's investigating the damn case. It's not gonna change nothing. So when people do things that they shouldn't do, because I'm gonna tell you something. I know how this go. I'm skeptical about everything. So when something is out, be folks in this chat, looking, okay. And so when something is off, of course, it just it's just conducive because I'm a careful person to always keep it documented because I don't really believe in coincidences, right? And so what people do is they already be up under surveillance. These folks put themselves up under surveillance, and then they consistently go and do stuff instead of humbling themselves, keeping their head down and dealing with what is in front of them. Dealing with folks on social media is just not wise. Okay, it's just not wise. But like I said, people have that mentality. I think that we the mob and ain't nobody got no business saying nothing about me. Okay. Well, these people got to learn how to humble themselves. Okay. I don't know why nobody would even want to bother me as crazy as I can get. Okay, I'm too crazy to be scary. But yet and still, it has not even struck in their mind because it's that mentality of not being humble. There ain't no YouTuber. I don't care what they say they got. They can't change the outcome of shit. The only thing they could do if you get involved in that, whether you throwing out threats, whether you're sending people to mess with them, is get yourself tied up in more shit. That's why I say people don't know how to humble themselves. Keep your motherfucking head down and humble yourself and deal with what's in front of you. Because when you deal in chaos, that's what's going to follow you in that damn courtroom and around your life. And I'm talking about anybody. I say that as to all of our people because we're just so emotional. We're just so emotional. We want to blame everybody else for what goes on with us when we consistently create problems for ourselves. We consistently can't nobody stop nobody from saying or talking or saying what they want to say on their vlog. If you don't want to see it, if you don't like it, the best thing for you to do is not look at that vlog. Okay? So, like I said, and a lot of these men, they the worst. I've never in my life, but I didn't grow up around a lot of the men that I see on here. So it's a foreign language to me. Even some of them thugs, they were different types and they were real Memphis street dudes. Okay. So, but they just weren't this emotional. So anyways, you guys, hey, I appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, make sure y'all pray. I ask God to go before y'all tomorrow. We all got to get out and work tomorrow, right? I guess I need to call the police assist and tell them to be around my house again. They're going to have to start back circling. These folks crazy. Okay. But I keep that heat. You motherfuckers can get off of your crazy medicine and fuck with me if you want to. You're going to take a headshot, bitch. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.